Oh, let's go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. It's Wednesday, 22nd of June, 2022. It's 2206-2022. And I have got a stream for you. What the fuck is going on, chat? How are you? What's going down? Tell me everything. How's your day been? What have you been up to? I'm feeling great because I went out and got some beard oil finally last night. Yeah, one entire stream. That's right. Hello, I'm here. It's me. Look, can you even tell? Can you even tell on the screen that my beard is like it's more luscious? Can you even tell? Does anyone even notice? Is it even worth it? It is worth it because when it's not oiled, it feels like shite. So it is definitely worth it. Look at all these people in the chat. We got Marina Dove. Hello, Marina. We got Master of the Art. We got Gumma Master. We got 30 Bird. We got Cynthia. And we got Juliet, Thora Star. And we got some other people as well. Grublington, Ria Quaza. Hello, everybody. Hey, Satirical. What's going on? Has a positive sheen to it. Thank you. Super jealous of that beard. I can never grow it that length. I need it trimmed. I really do need it trimmed. Because otherwise, it's just not gonna... It's gonna just keep curling round and shit, you know? Oiled and beardable. That's right. Hey, The Menace. What's going on? Hello, Just Johnny. Hello, Emmy Faye as well. What is going on? Gang, we've already got some excellent streamers in the chat that I want you to go and check out. Please go and show some love to Marina Dove. And please go and show some love to Just Johnny. It looks like the pronoun bot has been fixed. Brilliant. I love that. I love that for us. Phenomenal. Who's got 2 thumbs and just installed a tiny scared cat in their bedroom? Shafiq, you're going to have to show us pictures of this cat. You know that that's what happens. You know that that's the rules. You get a new cat. That's just got to happen. You're drawing a pot of soup that's boiling over. Ooh. You just watched the premiere of FD Signifiers Manosphere Part 2. Very, 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 very good. That isn't the video essay that we're going to be watching today, but we will be continuing that tomorrow. And actually tonight we're going to be watching Noah Samsen's video. It's his latest one. It's him cringing at Red Pill TikTok. Now, we're not doing the news today, just because we did the news yesterday. And I think I'm going to start to do the news like every other day. So like Tuesday and Thursday are news days. That's how it feels to me. I think Monday's depressing enough to do the news. You know what I mean? It's too depressing. Any chance for ghosts of space clowns today? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's what ghosts actually are. Space clowns. That's what we don't know. That's what we need to find out. So, we're going to skip the news today, gang. We're going to go straight in to Noah Samsen's cringing at Red Pill TikTok. News needs a break after the drubbing they got from the Union Man yesterday. Yeah, that was just too good. That was too good. We had an extended news day yesterday as well. You know? And we do news at Red Planet on Sunday. That's right. You know? The news just told me my rent is going up by 21% this week all over the province. Well, squirrel nuts, you know what that means. Renters union. And if you're not in one, start one. Hey, Smutty Baba Yaga, how you doing? Welcome in. But yes, that's right. Gumma Master is slightly correct. And the title of the stream is also correct. You know, I got some of the best content in my entire life by going through Goblin Guys, right? And I know that I believe in ghosts, right? And this is something that people like to have a little laugh at. And I like to have a little laugh at, to be honest. But we're going to be looking at ghost content tonight. We're going to be looking at ghost content on YouTube specifically, because I think that's where we're going to find some of the cringiest, funniest shit. TBH. And Quill, here's Quill with an incredibly appropriate emote. I love that boo emote, Quill. You know, I probably got that right, because I subbed to you, innit? I subbed to you, yeah, look at that. Look at that. Get that booze in the chat. You too can get your own boo. You go down to Quillightful. Twitch.tv/Quillightful. There you go. One perk of being currently unemployed, getting to catch more streams live. It's a pleasure to have you. Honestly, it really is. So, I hope you've all had a good day today. What's been going down? Anything new? Anything cool? Anyone seen anything weird and funny on Twitter? Seen anything weird on that? It's actually part of Boosh, because you say that all the flipping time. I have noticed that you say that a little bit, yeah. Yeah. Hey, Ludo, what's going down? Welcome in. I also absolutely love, by the way, that you've got, like, Nicotine, Kira Chats, and Kimaraki emotes. Just, I love that so much. Like, I've known Kiki for a long time. And obviously now I know Nicotine and I know Kira Chats really quite well. So that's really nice. I like that. That's a nice little you know, crossover pollination thing. You've been big sick recently because of the heat wave? Yo, I'm sorry to hear that, 30. That sucks. I hope you're feeling better. Oh, that's a good coffee. Oh, damn. Coffee is always so much better when you are, like, you know, not burning the coffee. What kind of a sentence was that? That sucked so mad. Fucking hell. Such a bad sentence. I'm doing good, been on a good medication combo for the first time in life at 30. Yo, I'm happy to hear that, Smutty Baba Yaga. That's really nice. It makes a huge difference. Yeah, just boil the kettle and then leave it for, like, I don't know, 5 minutes. Coffee is always also better when you have untreated ADHD. It does help me concentrate, yeah. I don't know if anyone noticed. I don't think anybody did notice because most people seem to be having a good time last night in the chat. But I genuinely felt like out of sorts yesterday. Like I couldn't concentrate on anything properly because I didn't have any coffee, and that sucks, you know? The greeting emotes go well together because Kira's face is left, Nicotine's face is straight ahead, and Key face is right. That is true. Yes, I love that. That's a really nice thruple combo. Love that shit. How are you doing, Mr. Dank? What's going on? Welcome in, welcome in. Powered by coffee and estrogen myself. Yeah. That's the big new thing. That's the big new thing. But I'm trying to be like, you know, I'm trying to be forgiving of myself. Like I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I went out. I was almost gonna convince myself to not go outside and get beard oil online today, right? But I said, no, I'm going to go out. I'm going to go in town and have a little walk, get in the sun. And I did, and I feel loads better for it. And I'm very excited for tomorrow, because tomorrow is the day when I'm going to go to the gym again, chat. I've decided, since I got in from that little walk out into town, I was like, it's not that scary. I'm just going to go to the gym tomorrow. Very excited to get back in there. Got burned out a while back from participating in so many awesome online spaces, trying to get back into it. Well, listen, you know, don't worry about it. If you need to take a break from my stream, I'll never get mad. That's one thing that I should say, like, streamers should not be getting mad that people in their community, like, disappear without a trace. That's entirely normal. Right? Entirely normal. Hey, Red Bolt, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Welcome in. Terra Tofu, how are you doing? Long time no see, apart from the other week. Seeing 9 Inch Nail, especially Trent live, has made me really want to become the Muscle Goblin. Trent is an extremely, like, inspirational person in my life, and I'm exactly the same, Quill. Yeah, I'm exactly the same. Trent was the main reason that I started lifting weights as well. When you make tea, how do you heat the water? In a kettle. If you're about to drop the bombshell on me that most Americans microwave their water, don't worry, I already know that. I already know that. And who am I to gatekeep how you drink tea? Your worm farm has finished eating an entire pumpkin. I'm so happy and proud of them. I'm happy and proud of them. That's extremely cute. Good, just exploring Twitch. What are we all talking about? Well, my name is djmuel. I'm a leftist political streamer. We're going to watch some leftist video essays. We're going to watch one by a guy called Noah Samsen, who's really cool. He's going to be talking about Red Pill TikTok. And later on, we're going to be looking at ghosts on YouTube. So there you go. When you say kettle, do you mean an electric one or a stove? Yeah, in the UK, it's incredibly common to have an electric kettle. You're afraid of microwaves. You're gatekeep because you're afraid of microwaves? In what way? Kettle and 80 degrees C for the best experience. Cynthia's the tea queen in this chat. That's what I know. Cynthia's popping off, but you were having jasmine tea last night. I saw that in the chat. Appreciate it. The streams and people here. Rock signed an American with a kettle. Oh, hell yeah. You've been getting yelled at about that a lot this week. Listen, it doesn't matter. Whatever. You just enjoy your tea however you do it. You know, whatever you want. Enjoy it. I just think they're going to explode. It's completely irrational. Hey, listen, as someone with OCD, I totally get it. I totally get it. I think that, like, the fucking, the oven is going to come on randomly, right? And just, like, fucking set the house on fire. So I'm very well acquainted with irrational thoughts. I have lots to learn politically. I'm a leftist as well. Ghost stuff is dope too. Very interesting. Out of all the ghost hunting type vids I've seen, a lot of them seem fake. That's why we're going to be looking at them. That's the whole reason why we're doing it. Hey, Rob, what's going on? Rob, did you ask me in chat last night what beard oil I use? By the way. Because I don't know if I answered that question. And I was thinking about it today when I went to buy beard oil. He just joined Acorn Tenants Union, was a part of an engineering union, but couldn't afford the upkeep when I lost my job due to COVID. And then I've been unable to work since because my mental health is fucking abysmal. I'm in a different union now, at least. That's a great start, Emmy. What I would say about Acorn, though, is that they can be shit. Like, extremely shit. There's someone in Kira's community who lives in the UK who reached out to me because they know I'm in a tenants union. And they told me about an experience they had with Acorn, and it was abysmal. So my recommendation would be, I actually know that you're based in Manchester. This isn't like a stalker thing. I know that you've said it, or at least you're around Manchester. Join Greater Manchester Tenants Union. Join the Tenants Union instead. It's so much better. We do so much more than Acorn. Acorn will just be like, if something seems too complicated for them, they just won't be bothered. I don't want to shit on you because you've done something good. Like, that is good. You've gone out there and you've joined a union. Great. But Acorn can be yikes. They can be yikes. And it's hard to actually, like, get involved with the activism yourself. Manchester Tenants Union are very open for members to get involved with, you know, eviction resistance and stuff like that. You need to find a tenants union in Northampton. Have a little Google. I tell you what, I'll do it now. Because this, honestly, chat, this is honestly my, like, you know, I was popping off about unions yesterday. There's a reason for it. There's a reason for it. Tenants Union, Northampton.
Hello, my old chum.
Right, there is one there. Is it Central Valley? Does that ring a bell? That's something I'd be interested in hearing about. I'll DM you, Shafiq. Yeah, I'll DM you. Yeah, I'll DM you straight after the stream. If I don't DM you, remind me. So some of the tenants unions that you'll find are actually on Facebook, and I know that Facebook sucks, right? But Central Valley Tenants Union, I don't know anything about them, but it looks like a similar thing to what we've got here in Manchester. Solidarity Network of Tenants. Wait, hang on. What is this? Oh, no, I don't think this is it, you know. I don't think this is it. No, this is like Hampshire. No, I'll have another look for you. It might be like a local sort of shire one instead. I don't know. Anyway, right, let me go and show you the one that I've got. The beard oil. Right, this is the beard oil I've got. It's Dead Peng. It's from the Body Shop. It's cedar and sage. I was completely wrong yesterday saying it was pine, needles, and oak. I knew it was a tree and a herb, but it's cedar and sage. You get it from the Body Shop, and it's like 15 quid, and it lasts for about a month. And that's with a big fuck-off beard like mine. So, get on that. I don't know if you can order it online, but get it on. You know. And that's it. I don't think I've got anything else to say about my day. I got up. I played Kenshi as per usual. I'm still sadly not bored of it, which sucks. Does beard oil help keep the skin under the beard not dry and flake? Yes. It's very good at that. You have to go deep with it and really give yourself a proper scrub, you know? Like you can't just use beard oil for that. You have to get like beard wash. And beard wash, I use L'Oreal beard wash. It's just like a tenner. It lasts for like 3 months. Really, really, really good. Get on it. You can get it from Boots. You can get it from Superdrug. Or you could probably get it online. But that's the stuff you really want to give your beard a scrub. If you're getting flakes, if you're getting like beard dandruff, you just really want to give it a proper scrub with your fingers. Like get right under it, you know what I mean, when you're in the shower. And get like a big fucking thing. Make it the first thing that you do when you get in the shower, right? And then leave whatever product you've got in it while you're in the shower, wash the rest of your body, and then at the very end, give it another good scrub and rinse it all out. That's the best way to do it. What's the difference between hair wash and beard wash? Don't know. Pass. Next question. No idea. All I know is that I've tried body wash on my beard, and that doesn't work. And I think I used my partner's shampoo once, and that was a bit weird. So, yeah. There you go. But anyway, chat, it's time. We're going straight into the stream today because I'm going to be ending exactly at 11 p.m. At 11 p.m. on the dot. I don't care what's going on in the stream. I don't care if it's the most popping stream I've ever had. I'm ending it at 11 p.m. because some of my friends are watching one of my favorite films in Discord. It's called Tetsuo the Iron Man. It's very good. It's about being gay and in the closet. But it's like a big analogy film. I don't know if that's what it's about. I don't know if that's what the director meant for it to be about, but it is about that. I'm telling you fucking right now, right? So I want to watch that with them later. So we are going to be ending at 11 o'clock. So we're going straight in. Straight in.
This video. And hello everyone, welcome back to google.com/youtube.com's best website, my channel, the Noah Samsen channel. I'm here filming at a historical site. It's the Yellow Brick Wall. They took the Yellow Brick Road and they could have sort of flipped it in a direction to make it a wall.
Uh-huh.
In solidarity with Berlin. It's all fun and games till they flip your shit up. You read the title correctly. Red Pill TikToks. That's what we're looking at today, everybody. You might be asking, Noah, how did you come up with such a ground?
So straight up, gang. Straight up, right? There is going to be misogyny in this. There is going to be misogyny in this. If that's something that's going to upset you today, be kind to yourself. Sit this one out. Come back in about an hour or so, you know? We'll be looking at weird ghosts and shit like that. Mark Salmon says, tea room queen used to be slang for gay men who had sex in public toilets. The tea room. It's Polari, I think. What? No fucking way. Well, that's pretty cool. No wrong with being a tea room queen, you know?
Groundbreaking, an original piece of investigative journalism on a topic no one's ever talked about on YouTube. Alpha Male Podcast, how did you even dig up this type of crap? What are you, some kind of journalist freak? And, well, that's a great question, dear viewer. I got this idea by searching Red Pill on TikTok and clicking on the first 10 videos. I did this because, to be honest, I need to post a video for a spot.
Probably homophobia, transphobia, and racism as well. Okay. Whoa!
Don't get scared. But I heard this stream has been haunted by the ghost of a £10 bill ever since a wallet burned in here 10 years ago.
Ludo, you're right. There is a ghost of a wallet. Thank you so much for the £10. Thank you for the donation. Thanks for subbing off Twitch. And thanks for supporting the stream. That's very, very kind of you. You are right. Who shared the Go Live tweet? You can share the Go Live tweet if you like. You can do it. You can get it done. There's only 5 retweets in it at the minute. Who's going to be number 6? Who's going to be number 10? That's the question. Get it done. Give us a retweet. If you can't support the stream financially, and that's fine and understandable, just giving me a retweet is enough because that gets more eyes on the stream. More people get interested in it. Oh my God. Then it'll be a whole load of fun. Loads more friends. Anyway. Hello, Cryptid. How are you doing? Yeah, okay. So, all right. I will add transphobia, homophobia. And what did you say? Racism. Yeah. Okay. Let's have that in there. Because you are right. You are right. I do forget about that sometimes. These things go hand in hand. Okay.
And my psyche is tethered to the machinations of capitalism. I just can't say no. I'm a bad person, okay? But so are the guys that we're looking at today. They're bad and they're weird, and that's okay, because we get to make fun of them, and it's a fun goof time.
Girls are gonna have sex with any guy.
I fucking love Noah. Like, Noah is literally, like, one of my favorite leftist video essayists, like, content creators in general. I just love how he does his videos. I love his editing style. You could probably tell, like, I take a bit of inspiration from Noah's videos, just like I take inspiration from Foreign and from FD, and Sophie. Like, I've got a bunch of influences, but Noah is definitely, like, up there, right?
Guy they want to.
You're supposed to have sex with him whenever he says.
Women simply just don't care.
Care too much about the bitch.
What the fuck? What are all these fruit animals about?
For some reason, half of these videos start with workout footage with a text overlay. This one says, the cold reality men need to accept when dating a woman.
What's the cold reality that men need to accept when they're dating a woman? What is it? I still can't get over what Noah looked like at 16. I've not seen that.
And this guy is doing seated dumbbell shoulder.
Strawberry elephant is the absolute... Yeah, I love that shit. I kind of want a strawberry shaped like an elephant. I've just had some strawberries, actually. Not been eating a lot of fruit since COVID, which is stupid because you should be eating fruit when you're ill, to be honest. But had a bunch of strawberries today. You know? The cold reality, yeah, is that she is a person. That should be it, right. Surprised they didn't write female. Oh, yeah, I know. We're going to see a bunch of that.
Presses. His form looks fine. It looks good. Great job, man. But cold reality, let's hear it. I'm ready for this splash of ice. Harden my nips up, Mr. Red Pill Man. They're gonna be so hard, they're gonna turn into their own little pill-shaped nipples. The nip pill. The nipple. Nipel. Thank you for your time. For spending it with me. They pay me to do this. When the rapture comes, don't say we didn't deserve it, okay? YouTubers are real. We exist.
2 things. If you getting with a chick and y'all in a relationship, if she cannot submit to you and the things that you want her to do, she's not for you.
Submission. So that's setting up a bit of a sort of, shall we call it, an unhealthy relationship.
Yeah, because, like, here's the thing. The one of the most upsetting things about these guys, right, is that, like, what they're desperately trying to reach what they're desperately trying to reach is things that are just generically good relationship advice, but the way that they word it is so loaded, right? And here's the actual matter of the fact, is that what he's talking about and what he's inspiring is disgraceful abusive relationships, right? But the truth is that, like, if you remove that loadedness to what he's saying, if you take out the misogyny that's clearly behind the statement, he's right. Like, if your partner is not, like, you know, basically gonna, I guess, fucking, you know, not do what you want to do, because that's not right. That's the way he's wording it. But it's like, if you're not gonna have a healthy relationship, then yeah, you need to just, like, let go, right? Yeah, just not seeing women as people at all. Yeah, it's really fucked, because, you know, behind all this, there is, like, you know, sad little boys. That's always what it is, gang. It's always what it is. And I know, because I'm a dude, right? And it's like, it is important to know if there are things that you and your partner are not quite meeting each other's needs with. Yeah, exactly. You know, if you find it hard to communicate properly and stuff like that. But, like, the toxic masculinity that's behind that shit, like what he said, is just so nasty. It's so gross, and it's just gonna, like, some people are gonna listen to that and they're gonna ruin some poor young woman's life, right?
Dynamic. Submission requires an imbalance of power or a restriction of agency of one party, and that's not great. You know, we don't love to see that. Setting up a relationship on an uneven, coercive foundation. Nah. But let's hear him out. Let's see where he goes with this. I'm sure it'll be totally fine.
Example number 1. If you tell her, if you want to make this more exclusive, baby girl, no male friends, no male.
Okay, no. Okay, no, this is extremely, like, what you don't, oh, fuck, man. Like, I can't, like, it's so annoying, because since, you know, being ethically non-monogamous and liberating myself from jealousy, I used to have this kind of jealousy. I did. I used to suffer with it a lot. And I couldn't handle the fact that one of my partners was going out and, like, you know, going to the cinema with a male friend and stuff like that. I was like, oh, you know, I was losing my shit. But I knew it was wrong, right? I knew it was wrong, and I went to therapy and I got it sorted. You know, I didn't like, you know, make it the be all and end all. I knew that my attitude was getting toxic, and I was like, nope, sorry, I gotta end things, because this isn't right. I'm not gonna be right to you. You know what I mean? Oh, it's so bad. No male friends. It just reeks of insecurity, right?
Male friends mean no big bro, no best friend, no Tommy.
No big bro? What do you mean? No big bro? Well, like, you can't speak to a big brother?
No Jerry, none of it.
No Tommy, no Jerry. Tom and Jerry. You're talking about the animated cartoon Tom and Jerry? Did your girlfriend leave you for Tom and Jerry? Did you ex masturbating to the Warner Brothers cartoon of a rival cat and mouse? Honestly, join the club. Okay? Countless marriages.
Man would rather make fucking TikToks than get therapy, yeah. And it sucks. Listen, I'm a privileged guy, right? I'm a privileged guy, and my therapy was, like, not cheap. It was not cheap. You know what I mean? Like, I'm extremely lucky. I'm saying it like it's easy, but it's not. It's really not. And, like, these are the things that fucking fail men all the time. Like, if a man realizes that it's him, which is a big step, it's then getting the help to get rid of those, you know, whatever trauma has happened to that guy to make him the way that he is. And that's expensive therapy 9 times out of 10. Because sadly, healthcare is commodified. Extremely bad. It's bad advice designed to be bad on purpose to bring men back to their channels so they can get returning customers. That's going to be true for some of them, for sure. But I guarantee some of these idiots on TikToks are just guys with phones trying to justify their bad behavior to women. There's going to be 2 different types of guy here. Probably more, right? Some of it will definitely be that. Like the guy that we're going to see in a minute who's doing like the TED Talks and shit. Him, 1000%. That guy who just kind of like doesn't really know how to edit, just talks at his phone, you know, probably just going to be a guy that's, you know, doesn't understand that he's being a total piece of shit, right?
Have been ruined by that one single clip of Tom the cat smoking that fat stinky joint with a pistol, and at some point you're just gonna have to come to terms with that and move on, okay? Lord knows I've had to do that. Those critters have sent me to the divorce courts 4 separate times. I haven't told you guys, but I'm a quadruple divorcee, and yeah, I'm still a bad bitch. You don't see me moping around in the MGTOW forums because of it. That's just life, baby.
No Tommy, no Jerry. If she doesn't comply with that energy, she's for the streets. She's not for you. Either she can be for you or she can be for the streets.
Yeah, these guys, he's never gonna find a guy like that, a girl like that. You know, like men who feel this way, and if you're watching this and you're a man and you feel like this about women, you're never gonna find someone who ticks these boxes, man. It doesn't work like that. You have to deal with your insecurities first. Like, this is the absolute Chadvice. This is the absolute Chadvice. This is the best advice you're going to get. And it's your fucking insecurity, right? That's what it is. You know? These guys have a huge overlap with hustle culture guys too, right? They got the same weird entitlement to these guys. It's just towards women. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Women having male friends as sex workers? No, I don't think that's what for the streets means. I think he just means turf her out on the streets. Yeah. I don't know if that's what he means by that. Hey, Luca Plays, what's going on? Welcome in. I like the wolf just staring behind him. Hey, Hilda Leela, what's going on? Hilda, you're in the Discord quarantine zone. By the way. I don't know if you know that. But we're just waiting for you to like confirm things so we can actually let you in the Discord. I don't know if you know that, so if that's something that you didn't know, yeah, get in the Discord and sort that out. You don't have to do it now. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah, the hustle culture shit. It all overlaps. Here's the thing: is that these guys have overlaps with like every disgusting culture, like every single one. You know what I mean?
It's all depending on who she is inside, what her DNA is going to tell her.
My DNA told me to have sex with an animated mouse because he dropped an anvil on his best friend's head. Evolutionary biology 101, baby. Creation is destroyed with this one simple truth. Okay, but obviously there's some problematic stuff going on here, so why don't we take a second to engage and break it down for any resident...
Okay, I was just like, have I seen that picture of Noah Samsen at 16? And K-Cat is like, here's a Twitter link. Listen, gang, I can't look at Twitter on street. My computer doesn't allow it. You gotta get me other forms for me to look at this. Copy that image and put it in my Discord. That's the best way. That's the best way to do this. 100%. Can't have any more Twitter links in the chat. I'm gonna have to remember to tell people that in future.
Into red pillars or black pillars in the audience. The issue with this guy's prescriptions here is that he's advocating for incredibly controlling behavior founded on insecurities. Now,
no, it's okay, K-Cat, don't worry.
Male friends try and end up swooping in on a relationship, and our concerns about infidelity with male friends sometimes valid.
One of the worst things, right, about this idea that men are simply gonna like swoop in and steal your girlfriend is that inherently harms men as well, right? How can men liberate themselves from the patriarchy when other men are consistently making them an enemy? How is that gonna work? Like, you know, you stay away from my girlfriend, bro. Like, all that nonsense is so bad. It's so bad. Extremely damaging. Extremely toxic and harmful. Hey, Yanchfim, how you doing? What's going on?
Yeah, of course they are. We can acknowledge that this is something that happens without making blanket statements about the lingering potential infidelity of every single woman on earth, and without setting up double standards about which partner ought to have license in the relationship to banish the other person's
It is insecurity,
into the
yeah.
shadow realm for fear that they just cannot control their sexual desires. What I hear when I hear him say this is, I was hurt in the past and now I'm projecting it onto my audience. I also hear,
That's exactly what it is. He's got it spot on.
Because of the pain from the past and my inability or unwillingness to come to terms with it, I do not trust women enough to be able to evaluate their own relationships with other people and how they might conflict with our own. And I think all the men watching me should also think like that if they don't already. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, man, this guy should just go to therapy. And you would not be wrong to think that. I happen to agree. But what I've also seen lately is how telling men or men like this to just go to therapy, that can be counterproductive. They're usually not receptive to that because statements like that are just kind of played out, I guess. Again, they're true objectively, but just comes off as like a default response, right? Little dismissive, little condescending, not to mention the accessibility portion of therapy, how it's expensive, how it might not be available in
Wow, it's weird that we just said all these things. We literally just said all these things.
Wherever people are at. So my healthy boys only solution here is to just try to communicate with your partner. If you have insecurities or suspicions about the motivations of someone in your partner's life, it can't hurt to just talk to them about that.
Okay, this is absolutely spot on advice, and I'll tell you why. Is that something on my screen? Okay, yeah, it is. Wait, is it? Yeah, it is. So, actually, I can't, is it? Oh no, okay, it's fine. Right, listen. Yeah, it's a bit unfair to say get therapy. Yeah, it's a bit like the people who tell incels to lift weights and clean up. Like, no, it's not how you make changes. Yeah, for sure. Right. As far as day one advice goes, it is definitely about communication. If you take, like, for example, the last long-term relationship I was in before my current partner, that was extremely abusive. And it was abusive because she was extremely insecure that I was going to cheat on her, right? And so my response to this, generally speaking, was to say, okay, listen, it doesn't hurt me that you think I'm going to cheat on you. It's a bit sad, but that's you, innit? Like, you're thinking that. I've not made you think that. I know I've not done anything to make you think that. Because if I had, you'd tell me what it was, right? But whenever I asked her what it was like, oh, well, you're friends with women. Like, oh, shit. Like, you got me, man. Men suck. Like, what do you want me to do? Right? I'm friends with you. You're a woman. Like, right? And so I said to her, because the thing that upset me in that relationship was when she would accuse me baselessly. Like, if I'm on my phone, doom scrolling, right? Just generally, when we're hanging out, she would always have an eye on it. She would always have an eye on what I was doing. I didn't even know that 90% of the time. And she would be like, who you talking to? Who you messaging? That shit was the shit that hurt. Like, you know, whatever was going on with her, that wasn't hurting me. It was whatever she said, whenever she accused me of it. That fucking hurt so much. And that was what made it a pain. And I said to her, the best thing that you can do is say to me, hey, Muel, listen, I'm really sorry. I'm feeling a little insecure right now. And I need just a bit of reassurance that you're, like, not cheating on me and stuff like that. And I told her to say this to me because that would take away the edge that was on the accusations, and it would turn it into, okay, I'm understanding what you need and I can give that to you. I can absolutely reassure you. I can absolutely tell you that I'm not cheating on you and stuff like that. Like, I could do that. I could reassure you, could tell you how much you mean to me, how much I love you, shit like that, right? And that's spot on, you know? And I'm a fucking dude. Women are gonna be way better at listening to that shit, right?
that. It's definitely not an easy thing to do, but bottling up your feelings and not talking about them can only make things worse, especially if that result.
And that's another thing as well. Like I do want to say that like I'm not perfect, and even though I do this stuff and I'm good at communicating, I'm better at communicating that than I was, right? It doesn't mean that I find it easy to talk about my feelings every now and then. Luckily, my partner's really good, and they will say to me, like, hey, just checking, how are you doing today? Right? And that will be like, okay, that's like a, do you know what I mean? They know that I should be talking about what's going on right now. And so that's really good. But I still find it hard to just be like, yo, I'm just feeling a little rough right now, you know? Like, I'm not feeling my best and shit like that, etc., etc. Sometimes it comes out, but it comes out, like, in a toxically masculine way, where I'm, like, attacking other people, and that's not good. But that's something that I know, you know what I mean? I know I'm doing that, and it's not ideal. My ex was like that, and as well, and in the end, she was the one cheating, and saying, well, you probably cheated before in your life, which I've never. Right, that's the thing. Yeah, like that was the thing that like that I kept thinking all the time. I was like, but here's the thing. She knew I was ethically non-monogamous, and I was fine with polyamory. I was fine with ENM. And it was something that I said like I would be open to doing with her in the future if she wanted to do it. And she was like, nah, I don't want it. I want to just be monogamous, just us and stuff like that. But she kept coming to me and saying to me that she was like having fantasies about me fucking someone else. I don't know. Anyway, it was just a fucking fucked relationship. It's just like, whatever.
Results in you taking it out on someone that doesn't deserve it. I feel like that's like fairly common. And if in the case that you do end up getting cheated on, that's really fucked up. But the truth is, sometimes people just cheat on people and it's fucked up. And you can't use those individual instances to just like paint an entire gender as being inherently biologically predisposed to acting sus, you know? Because if we did that for everyone, then every gender on the planet would be permanently branded as cheaters. And as we all know, once a cheater, always a cheater. So then everyone, everything, everywhere, all the time is everyone cheating and sucking and fucking. And it just becomes a mess, and the earth is a hellhole even more than it already is. Okay, healthy boys rant over. Let's finish this clip.
I'm gonna tell y'all this right now, fellas. Some women just can't give up the male attention. No, some women just can't give up the big bro.
Right. And this is like true, but so what? Like, this is fine. Like, yeah, there are some women out there who are like not gonna want to settle down and they'll want to live like a life liberated from monogamous relationships, and that's completely normal because there are dudes like that. Every gender is doing stuff like this. Like, come on, man. You know? Can't made of entirely of urine in the chat says, I'm trying to decide whether it's more productive to spend £150 to go to Not Safe to Be Me protest in London, or whether it's more productive to donate the same amount to Stonewall and just attend the virtual protest. Second one. Here's why. There's going to be tons of people doing that. There's going to be so many people in London. London is like extremely left-wing in terms of like the demographic. People say this all the time. I don't understand people like traveling to far away protests, especially when they're in like left-wing cities and stuff like that. Like, I would understand if someone would want to travel to, I don't know, Buckinghamshire, because there's something going on, like someone's being horrible to someone in Buckinghamshire. They're doing a protest about it, and there's not that much support because Buckinghamshire is a massively conservative area, right? I would understand that, but like, if you're struggling for money, or you're thinking like, I don't have the spoons to do this travel, it's going to be like, exhausting and stuff like that, absolutely stay at home. Absolutely stay at home. Like, it's one of them, you know? Be nice to yourself. Does he mean our actual big brother? No, I think the big bro, like that, I got confused about that at first, but I think like the big bro is just like, I don't know. I'm not going to assume what it is because I don't know. I actually don't know. This ideology is so rigid because it's what you want from your relationships, and I hate so much what he expects from his audience. Yeah, it's kind of like Yeah, you could donate. You could donate to Just Johnny. Just Johnny's doing a fundraiser at the minute for Stonewall. There you go. Absolutely. 100%. This guy could genuinely be insane enough to want her to not talk about her own brother, but then that's weird. That's how I feel about it, right? It's like, is it that? Is it like you literally can't talk to your big brother? That is weird, but I wouldn't put it past someone, you know? Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, what was I going to say now? So, yeah, the ideology is rigid. It's about what you want from your relationships. And just to put it out there, it's fine to have expectations in a relationship, but you cannot expect people to be fine with those expectations. Which is why I tend to have no expectations. This is why you don't have expectations. Have boundaries, right? Explain your boundaries. If your boundaries are too much for someone, it's not going to work. You know? Kind of like that on both sides. I had a tough time with my ex, obviously a female. In reality, I was friendly with everybody and she hated it. I was open. She was very ironclad clothes, but also performed. The people with a mask. So yeah, our relationship. I don't know if you finished that sentence. Yeah, you just got to listen. If you are the kind of person that likes to make friends with a lot of people, that's fine. You know, don't worry about that. Like that's you, and it's cool. If anyone is horrible to you in a relationship because of that, or they can't handle that in a relationship, then the relationship is not for you. If you can't adhere to those expectations or those boundaries, right? So it's that, you know. To be fair, I'm not ready for a relationship. I've got too much stuff to work on. Listen, that is toxic. It's toxic advice that circulates all the time. There are things that I need to work on in my life, but I'm in a relationship. The right person that you can communicate with and say, listen, I'm just letting you know I have these issues and I'm struggling to come to terms with it. I'm communicating to you what they are and what my boundaries are, what your hard boundaries are, what your soft boundaries are, and, you know, how you are going to try and signal to someone, you know, that you're triggered or that you're upset by something. You know what I mean? So, in terms of I've got too much stuff to work on, it's terrible advice. There is so much bad advice. Look, I'm going to bring up this guy again. I don't know if I brought up this guy before. But honestly, this guy, very, very important. Where is he? I fucking love this guy so much. I'm trying to figure out where the fuck he is. Excuse me. What is it called? Relationship. I think it's just relationship advice. No. God, what's the guy's name? Oh, fucking hell. Oh, it's gonna wind me the fuck up. It's gonna wind me the fuck up, this. God damn it. What is this guy's name? Jerry. We raided Jerry last night. They follow him. I may have definitely needed to hear that. Good evening, gang. This is what I'm saying. It's extremely important. It's extremely important. I'm barely able to get out on evenings to do stuff and meet people. I struggle in groups of people I don't know, so fairly important for meeting new people. Nothing about that is important for meeting new people, dude. Like, if you can't go out in the evenings because you're working it. Look at what I do. Look at what I do, man. I'm here right now. Like, this is my whole fucking life, right? I barely got any fucking free time and I managed to meet someone. You don't need to have like a 9 to 5 to meet somebody. That's bollocks. It's absolute bollocks, right? You're going to meet someone who is, and if you meet someone who operates on the same hours as you, you're going to get along with them better, and you're going to be able to hang out with them better, right? There's a difference, Shafiq, between having the mental, emotional space for people or beating yourself up because you are putting barriers in front of yourself that stop you from being happy, right? Hey, Beanie Gaby, by the way, welcome in. And you don't need to be in groups of people that you don't know. You could just go and meet someone for a coffee in a quiet coffee joint. You know what I mean? Somewhere like that. Scroll Nut says, right, I was not looking for a relationship, but I thought I had to work on my life. I met my fiance 12 years ago, and if I'd have stopped myself from dating her, I never would have gone back to school, gotten a better career, and all the great experiences since then. Sometimes holding yourself from dating can hold you back in other ways. The best thing to do is to not hold back. Don't hold back. Trust your gut. Trust your feelings. Trust your emotions, right? That shit is important as fuck. Like, you do need to work on yourself if you're struggling with mental health stuff, but it doesn't mean that someone isn't going to be there who can't help you through it. And that doesn't mean fix you, because you should absolutely not enter a relationship like that. But what it does mean is that they will have the space in their life, as Shafiq says, for you. And will be able to either understand what you're going through, you're suffering, or they won't. And if they won't, then that's fair enough. You know, you can't expect people to be like that, right? Honestly, I'm so mad I can't fucking find this fucking account because they're so good. Can I find, like, my liked posts? Like, how do I find my liked posts on Instagram? Like, how do I find that? Hey, To Kill a Lizard, what's going on? When I did that, my thought process was I'm too fucked up to be involved with other people. The understanding of it came later. Oh, yeah, sure. Sure. Look, it's not going to be the same for everybody. It's not going to be the same for everybody. The best thing, what I would say is, like, you know, you can't stop yourself from being in a relationship because you think that you're going to turn out and understand, have the same thing as Shafiq, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't just say that everybody's going to be like that because you were like that, etc., etc. There were equally intimate relationships that aren't significant others either. I don't have a partner. I have several QPs who share life with me just in meaningful ways. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Those mental barriers don't stop at relationships. Sometimes with OCD, I stop myself from doing anything and I miss out on a lot. It's hard to free yourself from those barriers. Yes, I agree. Dipped out of dating for a while to do some gender about it. Absolutely, yeah. I think that's the most important thing to think, right? Is that you can't sit there and be like, I am unworthy of love for X reasons, right? I need to find this fucking shit. Saved posts. Will it be in saved posts? No, it won't. All posts? Saved posts. Let's have a look. God damn it. That's the clearest Guinness I've ever seen. Yeah, it's Guinness Diamond. I can't fucking find this account. It's gonna drive me mad, gang. It's actually gonna drive me mad. I'm literally hyperfixated on it. Found it! Literally the first post as soon as I open it on my phone. Oh, I fucking love this guy. Your Diag Nonsense. Here we go. Here we fucking go. He is so good. He is so fucking good. Actual normal experiences that are labeled unhealthy. Shit like this. Seriously, gang. Follow this guy on Instagram. There's the post. Get it done. Right? Hey, Tutors, what's going on? Shafiq, can I get a shout out for Tutors, please? Right. So, right. Let me put some tunes on while we look at this. Right. Actual normal experiences that are labeled unhealthy. Seeking external validation. External validation is just as important and fundamental to our experience as internal validation. We live in a social world. We are not able to learn how to rely upon ourselves without having external interactions or experiences with the world that reaffirm our value. There is simply no self without the other. We simply cannot cultivate self-esteem or self-empowerment without our environment and the people we love. Super fucking good. You know? Just very down to earth, great advice for relationships. You know? Doing things we think we shouldn't and self-sabotage. We all engage in behaviors, thought patterns, and other experiences that we would otherwise want to avoid. Behavior is not inherently bad. It's culture that constructs categories of good versus bad behavior. But we're all limited, and we can all behave in self-sabotaging ways that are incongruent with conscious goals. Spend less time harshly evaluating your behavior and more time exploring the meaning behind it. Accept, embrace, and tolerate your imperfections so you can move on and enjoy your life. So good. This guy is so fucking good. Seriously. Hey, Exile Green, what's going on? You got yourself a second interview? Nice, Tutors. That's good to hear. It's also like if you want to meet people and try and find relationships, there's always options. You got to figure out if you actually want it. Yes, that's a thing too. Listen, wacky idea, gang, but it's almost like there's nuance to this, right? It's almost like there's nuance to this relationship lark. Hey, B-Rat, what's going on? You love this account? Yeah, you're welcome, Smutty Baba Yaga. Yeah, honestly. You just got done watching the video on Climate Leviathan with Sophie after you recommended it on your stream yesterday? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Glad you liked it, Exile. Mostly Sophie, but, you know. Yeah, it's all about that nuance, man, you know? Reacting impulsively, like, this is a thing that everybody is going to do. Basically, this account is great if you're beating yourself up a lot. We tend to beat ourselves up a lot, and a lot of that comes from the self-flagellation of puritanical, settler colonial mindsets, right? What that means is the church told us to punish ourselves for doing bad things, right? No one's perfect. No one's perfect. Don't beat yourself up for it. If you're not always your best or authentic self, this is what I was saying.
Would you like to fuck me?
Thank you so much for the sex amount, Liz. Thank you, thank you. This is what I'm saying about, like, don't try and say, oh my God, I'm not ready for a relationship. You are not going to be like the perfect 100% best version of yourself every single minute of every single day of your life. It is impossible. We don't have that. We don't have the society for that yet. Do you know what I mean? Hey, Lyra, that's right. Yeah, we're doing ghosts later. Something I inherited from the way my parents treated me growing up, and that's something that your parents have inherited from the way their parents treated them growing up, etc., etc., etc. Settler, colonial, Catholic, Protestant, religious mindset. Right? Right, or ever. That's a great point, Squirrel Nuts. Yes, there is no such human. There is no such human. Thank you for the tiny woo, Liz. Appreciate that. That's what annoys me about this bring your whole self to work shit. Like, fuck off. I put on a different version of myself for protection when I'm at work. Exactly. Yeah. All the shit to do with relationships is intergenerational trauma. 1000%. You know? There's a couple of reasons why I was so insecure, but one of the main ones was because my dad cheated on my mum when I wasn't even, like, old enough to comprehend it. And so I never knew what it was like to see my mum and dad together. I've never had that. I've never had the quote-unquote nuclear family experience. I've never had it. And understanding that and trying to reconcile with that is extremely, like, you know, that was a big part in learning who I am. Also, don't overlook who might be into you. There's people who think you're really fucking awesome and they see it even if you don't. Yes, absolutely. They fuck you up, your mum and dad. They may not mean to, but they do. Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. Reenacting early childhood experiences. This is exactly what we were just talking about. Literally just that. Being triggered by love and relational challenges. Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with if you're in a relationship and, you know, you get like a moment where you go, oh, fuck, like I hate this. I hate the way they're talking to me right now. I can't fucking handle this. And just walking away. You're better off walking away than sitting there and trying to fucking finish it. You know what I mean? I had a nuclear family for it to blow up when I was 15 because they both cheated on their entire marriage. This is it. It happens. Hey, Queen Laura. Your folks divorced when you were 4. Feel that? Yep. Yep. It's a whole ass thing. They fill you with the faults they had and add some extra just for you. That's right. Have you ever experienced the LinkedIn mentality? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I had that a lot when, in my early 20s, when I was convinced that I was going to be like a big, successful business guy. Yeah, it was really bad. Yeah. It only lasted a couple of years. And then I got too depressed to work. And then I was fired for being, like, insane. They basically said I was insane. And they were like, yeah, we can't work with you because you're just too mental. So, yeah, it sucks. People pleasing is relational strength. Yeah, people pleasing. Like, this. So, this is, like... This is a bit like... I've experienced people who are people pleasers. And it's okay to be a people pleaser as long as you are not hurting yourself because of it. You know what I mean? I was convinced I was going to be happy. Fucking nerd. Well, that suffix at the end of your chat message, Liz, there's no need for that. Because you didn't know. There's no need to beat yourself up about it. Like, most people fall into the trap of thinking that we're going to be happy in a relationship. You know? Thanks for this. Stream took on its usual fuckiness, but will rewatch. I am slowly working through uploading all of my VODs. It's happening. It's happening. I have a VOD channel. Here it is. Go get it. Go get at it. There's some cool VODs on there. It's fun. All of these can be symptoms of deeper unhealthiness. They aren't necessarily unhealthy in themselves. That's exactly what it is, Exile. It's about recognizing, because people beat themselves up because they know that these behaviors come from that shit. That's what it is. It's like, oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, why am I like this? Oh, I need to sort this out. And it's like, no. Stop beating yourself up. Stop beating yourself up. Because if you're beating yourself down so much to the point where you can't function, you're never going to get it sorted. You're never going to get it sorted. You know? Getting control over that side of myself is a big part of what I needed to take time for. You just got to make sure. Basically, yeah, it's toxic bottom disease, innit? Right? Where you're just like, I'm the baby. I'm gonna do everything that my partner wants because they know what's best. Even if I think for a little minute, I would rather not do this, I'm still going to do it because they're in charge, right? Shit like that. I'm not saying that's you specifically, Shafiq, but that's what this is in general. You know? Inability to receive just punched me straight in the face. Uh-huh. That's it. You know, like, I am like, I may or not be toxic bottom disease to a T. Coming after all the bottoms, I'm crying. No, not all bottoms. No. Yeah, it's a common dynamic for child carers. Right. Exactly. Relational dependence and codependence. Like, being an independent person. You know, that whole, like, thing about independent women and shit like that. It was, like, going around. My bottom is very clean, I'll have you know. You know what I meant. What was I gonna say? What was I saying? Right, so like, you know, when it comes down to fuck, where was I? Right. Toxic sort of messaging in the general, I guess, society surrounding this is like, you have to be an independent person. It's nonsense. It's absolute bollocks. Who is doing this? Who is living as an independent person? How many hermits do you know who grow their own food, make their own energy, and never speak to anyone? Right? I'm also diagnosed BPD. Will literally spout to think if someone hates me if they take too long to message me back. I hate it. Try not to put that on others because no one deserves my mental mood swings thrown on them for no reason. Okay, so like there's a difference between if you're feeling like that. So there's three stages, right? There's the feeling like that, right? Which you know is wrong most of the time. And then there's the acting on it, which is the toxic part of it. You shouldn't do that, but you also shouldn't beat yourself up too much for it. And then there is the third version, the third thing, which is beating yourself up for all those things together that you did, right? So, you know, it's one of them, innit? It's one of them. And however you react on one day is going to be dependent on how you're doing that day. I think one of the biggest things that we have to remember as people is that we have to allow ourselves to make mistakes. We have to allow ourselves to make mistakes. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not saying just make mistakes and keep doing it and, you know, don't be accountable, because that's fucking stupid. That's toxic and stupid, and you're going to end up having people hate you, right? But people, you know, people are going to hate you anyway, I guess. But you know what I'm trying to say. It's being toxic I try so hard not to do because then it'll be self-fulfilling. Right, exactly, yeah. I think that, like, I don't know anything about BPD. I don't know anything about it, but I was like that, Liz. Like, a lot. And I liberated myself a lot from that when I stopped getting jealous. When I realized that jealousy is like a horrific disease that's like put on us by capitalism and patriarchy mostly. And secondly, when I just accepted the fact that people on social media are extremely cruel. You know what I mean? Make mistakes, take responsibility for them, and learn. That's it. That's literally it, yeah. My parents weren't married when they split. My mom got married later, only for her and my stepdad to get divorced when in high school. Glad I was able to mostly move past it, but even though the whole family is pretty split. Well, it's just proof that the nuclear family is bollocks, right? Because you're still here, and you're still surviving, and you're still doing your best, right? You know? And that's what counts. But anyway, as I was saying, there is nothing wrong with being dependent on someone or having codependence, right? There is nothing wrong with that. You don't have to be independent in absolutely everything that you do. This is something that I struggle with a lot, right? And this is a huge one. Talking to an ex. Absolutely gotta get out of this weird mindset about your partner talking to their ex. I get it if it's like a hard boundary for you, but it's honestly not that weird. A lot of relationships have a lot of baggage that comes with them. When you get like so close to someone, being forced apart from them in a horrific way is extremely traumatic. You know what I mean? For me, realizing my struggles with jealousy was an ingrained response and not something that others were causing me was completely transformative. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's not somebody else making you feel jealous. It's you doing it, innit? It's your trauma that's made you like that. And that sucks. But that's what happens, you know? I do think the capacity for independence is necessary for a relationship to actually be consensual. Again, it's almost like this shit has nuance to it. And I don't know if you noticed, but I never said that you shouldn't be independent. You know what I mean? Never actually said that, did I? Hey, Lauren, what's going on? Hope you're good. The way I see it, jealousy is a check engine light. Your history and your trauma telling you something's up here. That's right. Hey, delicate friend, by the way. Hope you're good. When I find my partner relying on me for something, I do commit to address that by equipping them with what they need to not need me. Yeah, but like, you know, where's that coming from? Why are you desperate for your partner to not need you? You know, I'm not going to try and like psychologically analyze you in the chat. I'm not a fucking psychiatrist, but like, I would just say, like, what's wrong with your partner needing you? There's nothing wrong with it. Especially if you love them and they love you. I wonder if the threshold for dependence is when you get to a point where pulling away would do you serious harm, because then that puts pressure on the other person and restricts their freedom for fear of hurting you. Right. Yes, exactly. Exactly. But all of this, you know, it's doable. It's fucking doable. Busy with 2 jobs, but living a good life at the minute. Wasn't so happy for a long time. Shit, Lolo, I hate that for you, babe. But I'm very good. Thank you for asking. We're currently on a stun lock. But again, please follow. This is one of the best accounts on Instagram. Your Diagnonsense. Get it followed. If my partner needs me, then neither of us is here by choice. This isn't always avoidable, but if it can be avoided, then it should be. I think you're misunderstanding what, like, need, when needs coming into this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that, like, you know, you have to fucking... How can I word this? Your partner shouldn't be absolutely needing you to survive. Like, no one's saying that. Like, that's not what codependence is. Codependence is working out how to live and survive together with each other. That's what it is. It's not like, I would die without you. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would simply, like, you know, implying that if you left them... I know what you're saying, but that's not what I'm saying. And that's definitely not what he's saying. You know? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think you're right, delicate friend. Yeah, consent and communication are key. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's what you were trying to say in it, Video Pheasant. The discussion about dependency is a common one in the disabled community. Yeah, I imagine. Yeah, I imagine so. Yeah, absolutely. Well, that can lead to anxious attachment, Smutty Baba Yaga. Yeah, 100%. It can lead to that. Certainly. What that looks like depends on the relationship and the conversation. There's so many. There's so many. Right? There's so many different versions of what this could be. That is something on my green screen. Oh, I can't get rid of that. Right, that's what you're saying. The need is complex, especially with regards to disability. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Absolutely. Of course, because I'm not disabled like a fucking ableist piece of shit, I'm not looking at it through the disabled lens. So thanks for that point of view. Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely, I am behind that. 100%. People saying categorically X or Y thing is how it should be is a very normative thing to do, which is why normativity sucks. Right? Denormalize everything. People love tweeting that shit like last year, like normalize this, normalize this. Fuck it. Denormalize everything. Fuck it all off. Everything's weird. Make everything fucking weird. Right? News though, I'm in a poly relationship now, so that's lit and it kind of fits the topic. Watch Monday's stream, Lolo. Watch Monday's stream. For what it's worth, I'm a big fan of pointing out that the best accessibility aid in the world is other people, which means that being in a relationship is sort of inherently an accessibility aid. Yes, absolutely. I think that in terms of that, disabled voices are sadly like extremely unheard on the left, and it really sucks, you know. And that is an extremely valuable point of view. This Monday, the one just gone, the one 2 days ago. Yeah, then they stop your benefits when you get married. Yeah, it fucking sucks, right? It sucks so bad. We are often each other's means. Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely, yeah. So anyway, let's get back to this video. Let's get back to Noah Samsen's video, the actual fucking content of the stream. Well, you know, what would it be if I just, like, played a video and didn't say anything? You know? This is what you're here for. This is what you're here for. A whole fucking 20-minute stun lock on how to have a good relationship. Maybe it was longer than that. I don't know.
Because the big bro imprinted her.
What? Sorry, what did he say? He said imprinted? Is that what I think? Does he mean like we're... Man. Okay. I hate writing out just like a long, heartfelt message about how like empathizing with someone's like opinions and then they turn out to be an absolute hobgoblin.
I would say specifically watch the VOD now before it goes, because I am not only when I've uploaded all of my VODs to my YouTube channel, will you not be able to get them on Twitch, but also you won't be able to see the chat because I don't have the chat displayed on my screen for various reasons. And I'm getting stun locked. I'm looking at all the cool shit. Chat, you gotta stop being so cool. I don't know if I've ever told you this, but you're all extremely cool. And, you know, you're just distracting me all the time. Like, I'm reading what Delicate Friend's saying here. Polyamory is saying relationships don't have to be one thing, and that doesn't necessarily have to just mean the number of people involved in a relationship. Yes, extremely based. Polyamory is important because it works to deconstruct patriarchal attitudes. Yes, I agree. Talking about a metanormativity there. 1000%. I found it really funny when someone was explaining relationship anarchy to me the other day, and they were just describing like the basics of a respectful, equal relationship. I know, it's so bad. That's my hypothermia. Shit! Oh my god. Hey, Niakanoids, what's going on? Chat got way less cooler because you're here. Now that's a lie. It's got extra cold, ice cold now. God, I wish it was ice cold. Fucking hell. It's finally got warm enough for me to complain here in Manchester. So look forward to that for the next few weeks.
The big bro imprinted her.
Life is pain. Let's just move on.
Never talk about these three things when with a woman. Your shortcomings in life. The reason
Already, what the fuck? Never talk about your shortcomings in life? What is wrong with you, dude? This guy is repressing a whole bunch of shit.
reason being, women simply just don't care.
What, every single woman is the same?
They will just happily wait at the finish line, and whoever is the winner gets to go.
Oh my god, I hate this. I hate it so much. I really hate it. Dude, stop projecting onto your audiences from your past bad experiences with women. Challenge. Difficulty level impossible. Difficulty level legendary. Through the fire and flames on expert. Round 99 Nocturne Toten type beat. Sometimes
I was like so impressed with how he was like stringing that shit together, and then it like clearly got like more difficult for him as it went on. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, that man needs a fucking hug. Like, when is the last time that man had a conversation with his dad? That's what I want to know. Yeah, women are not medals. Don't show weakness or they will destroy you. Like, this is absurd. Absolutely absurd. Like, do you have any idea how wet a pussy can get when you are open and honest about your feelings? That's Chadvice. Straight up. Right there. I'm sorry, but it's fucking true. You know? If pussy is what you want, you know, cocks get hard too about that shit. So, come on. Holy fuck. That's a hurt person hurting people. That's right, Goblin Hugger. Yeah, what's going on? You know? All that might happen if you tell me some of your problems. I might empathize and hug you. Yeah, right, exactly. Honesty is very moistening. Yeah, exactly. Sharing my inner self got a pussy crying. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, being vulnerable is extremely vagina moistening and penis stiffening. That's right. You're not only going to come across horrible, but you're only ruining your own mental state. Exactly. Exactly. I'm imagining their impression of getting laid as like Saving Private Ryan. The opening to it. That's exactly what they're fucking talking about. Yeah, that's exactly what it's like for them. All right, Lyra, see you later. Thanks for being here. It's very important to this guy that we're all aware that he's an alpha male. Well, that's what it all comes down to, isn't it, Mr. Dank, right? It's like you need to see me as the definite strong Sigma boy that I am. You absolutely cannot see my gooey innards because I will collapse in on myself. Like a fucking, what do you want to call it? You know, like a red dwarf. What's the thing? A neutron star? Yeah, neutron star. A white dwarf.
cultural references to get comments and engagement, and you say thank you so much to society.
Women don't necessarily appreciate the journey we may have had to take to get to where we are.
Oh, bro, shut the fuck up. I can't deal with guys like that. How old are you, bro? Are you fucking 5? This guy is 19 years old, and he's like, bro, the struggle that I've had to get here, I had to go to school every day. I had to, like, you know, sometimes my mom wouldn't get me the Dairy Lee Dunkers that I wanted. I swear to God. I swear to God. Like, not just that, but like, women love to hear about that. How do you know? He's never, literally, like you say, Plink, he's never asked a woman what they think about, like, you know, I don't even know what the fuck you would call it, like your struggle, your journey. It's so absurd. It's so ridiculous. The interesting thing is that, like, in 8 years, he'll actually start to process whatever the fuck happened to him to make him like this. He will. I agree. He will. He absolutely will. Because this guy's young as fuck. Unless he's rich, in which case he might be my age. I don't know. I don't know. Women don't want to hear the struggle of getting turned down outside factory for being too drunk. That's exactly this guy. That is literally this guy, Emmy. Yeah. That's funny as fuck. Oh man.
And this is because women expect us to be the backbone and to be strong.
Okay, I'm so
Oh, he is so close to getting it. No, 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 no. My friend, my good friend. No, no, no. No, no, no. It's the patriarchy. Actually. It's men. It's men, dude. It's men that make us think we have to be the backbone and be strong all the time. It's men that do that and tell you that women do that, which is what you're doing now. Vicious cycle. Fucking hell.
so sorry. I'm on my empathy arc.
I wouldn't even want to know what made him a misogynist chud at that age. Someone rejected him. That's all it takes. Someone rejected him. And then he watched a couple of Jordan Peterson videos, and now he's like, I'm going to be a fucking TikToker about this. Literally. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Just briefly engage with the marketplace of ideas on this one. I'll make it quick. It is absolutely true that society, which does include women, by the way, based society holds expectations of men to be strong and to be the backbone and to keep our emotions and insecurities inside. Many men feel this way. Like, for example, this dude here. And many women also feel this way or implicitly reinforce it in their actions. It's actually a construction of the red pillars, cover your ears, the patriarchy.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
That we should all be fighting to dismantle.
Spot on,
In
Noah.
Bell Hooks,
Spot on.
The Will to Change, Men, Masculinity, and Love, she addresses how this social construction affects all of us. Writing, yeah, we're on
Bell
BookTube
Hooks.
mode, baby, including written citations and crap. The reality is that men are hurting and that the whole culture responds to them by saying, please do not tell us what you feel. If we cannot heal what we cannot feel, by supporting patriarchal culture that socializes men to deny feelings, we doom them to live in states of emotional numbness. We can
I gotta read Bell Hooks. That is so based. So fucking based.
construct a culture where male pain can have no voice, where male hurt cannot be named or healed. Just like a brief interjection from me, not Bell Hooks. There's a reason why basically the most mainstream and popular place where masculinity and stuff is being discussed is in the Manosphere. And that's really bad because there's a lot of bad stuff going on over there, you know? So I'm glad there's a lot of good content coming out, like critiquing it and being specific, because maybe there's a new niche of content.
Yeah, r/men's liberation. If you're on Reddit, if you are, sorry to hear that. We have a vent and support channel in the Discord if you want to talk about your experiences on Reddit. Obviously, I'm being, what's the word? Funny, making a joke. I'm doing a bit. But if you are on Reddit, if you do have Reddit brain poisoning, you can go on Men's Liberation. It's a very, very good subreddit. And Men's Liberation is, of course, an extremely important part of feminism. And something that men themselves really need to get involved with. Being on Reddit is a deep mistake. Hey, Ori, what's going on? Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
We can all start up, which is cool guys being dudes. All right, back to the hooks.
It is facetious. That's the word, Cat. That's the word.
Men who do not take their pain seriously. Most women do not want to deal with male pain if it interferes with the satisfaction of female desire. When feminist movements led to men's liberation, including male exploration of feelings, some women mocked male emotional expression with the same disgust and contempt as sexist men, despite all the expressed feminist longing for men of feeling. When men worked to get in touch with feelings, no one really wanted to reward them. So super long.
Yeah, this is like second wave feminism. Some people have said, and I'm inclined to agree, that second wave feminism is responsible for like TERFs, because it's sort of like, you know, if you were assigned male at birth, then you've always been a man, and men are ontologically evil. And that's kind of like where that ideology comes from. So anything to do with men in general, fuck them all. They don't deserve any time, shit like that. You know, of course, you know, I shouldn't have to say I don't think that, you know, of course, I think that trans women are women, and, you know, but like, yeah, they see trans women as men, and so they think that that's the whole deal, right? But yeah, that shit is just so fucking bad. Yeah, literally fuck all the men, but, you know, not in the good way. It sucks. My mum forbade me to get a Reddit account. That's a great... Your parents are so based. Everybody should have granola parents. Definitely. You know. Imagine not thinking that dudes rock. There's that too, right? You know?
Long ass quote, but I feel like it's pretty relevant to the notion that men are expected to deal with their problems in a certain way that keeps it all inside, you know? And so we can acknowledge all of this while also being absolutely clear that it's not good. It's not a good situation that we just...
You got archery
so
courses
operating
instead? Based.
Within this system, based on the norms of the system, that should not be encouraged. We should try to unlearn these notions and fight against them. And one way for men to do this is to be more open to the idea of talking about and sharing their feelings and insecurities. That's why it's so frustrating to see messages like the one that this dude is putting out gain so much traction.
Yes, but isn't I assume you're talking about second wave feminism? Isn't it also needed for third wave feminism? I would be inclined to disagree. Because you can probably get to the feminism that we have now without, like, you know, pandering to the patriarchy. There are social movements that have, you know, erupted throughout time, and they've been just as based, you know, they've stayed the same amount of based as they were when they started, you know. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with the way that well, there is that. I guess that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of things wrong with the way that feminism sort of, like, you know, I guess developed, right? Because the suffragettes, not exactly the ideal version of feminists, even though lots of people attribute them to the start of feminism, which is fair enough. In the same way that, like, Karl Marx didn't exactly start communism, he just got those ideas from indigenous people all across the world. And, of course, well, I should say stole. And then also, like, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you're not tied to the idea. Yeah, this is the thing. It's like, you know, the idea of communism itself is, like, extremely based because it comes from indigenous people. And then that got, like, you know, solely attached to white people. And that's how you get, like, the USSR, which was, of course, horrific. Lots of genocide, lots of bullshit. You know, a bunch of different stuff like that. Yeah, it's almost like we're having another nuanced conversation. Oh my god, I gotta use my brain for this. I gotta fucking, you know? God damn it.
Never talk about these three things when with a woman.
Because despite being presented as advice, it's just actively harming both men and women. So the moral of the story is that patriarchy is bad. Misogyny's cringe, yo. Get it out.
It's
Get rid of
true.
it. If anyone wants to figure out how to do this, DM me. Ladies, DM me. Don't do that, please. They're closed. The DMs are closed. Well,
Muel, he discovered those ideas from indigenous people. Did I literally not just say that?
that's about enough virtue signaling for today. I think I'm gonna kick my feet up and retire to my study. All right, that's...
Is everyone clear on the difference between suffragettes and suffragists? I actually am not. Hold up. Suffragist? Hold up. Suffragists. Members of the National Union of Women's Suffrage Societies, led by Millicent Garrett Fawcett. Campaign for votes for middle-class property-owning women. Oh, okay, peaceful protest. Right, and then the suffragettes were, like, more working-class based, right?
all the empathy that I have left in my body. Goof off mode.
There you go.
Activated.
Today we learned.
Gossiping or talking badly about other people. Doing this is just simply insecure, and girls...
Yeah, suffragettes were militant. Yeah. There you go. Ah, today I learned. Thank you, Shafiq. Appreciate that. Person type thing. How you doing? What's going on?
Try to get this out of
Hey, Vaughn, how are you?
Instead, if she talks about another guy, compliment him and say how cool he is. Doing this...
Wait, what the fuck is this now? What the fuck is this now?
Activated.
Gossiping or talking badly about other people. Doing this is just simply insecure, and girls will try to get this out of you. But instead, if she talks about another guy, compliment him and say how cool he is. Doing this rather than talking badly will show high self-esteem.
This is such strange advice, because it's like, yeah, don't just like gossip about someone because you think someone wants you to gossip with them. But also, if someone's being an asshole, you should be allowed to be like, yeah, that guy's being an asshole. God. Today in history class, we're learning all about World War II. And
yeah, again, extremely close. Extremely close, you know?
I gotta say, that Hitler guy, he was a real piece of work. You know, honestly, I don't fuck with your toxic energy, okay? The guy, he made some good art. That's all I'm gonna say.
Bruh. 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 And finally, never talk about serious and controversial topics. It steals away from the fun and playful vibe.
Oh yeah, relationships should always be fun and playful. Never make time for arguments. If you have one argument, that's it. End the relationship. You can't continue from that. It's over. Sorry. What kind of bullshit is it? This guy is literally 10 years old. Like I can't get over like how is anyone supposed to take relationship advice from this like child? He's literally a child. He's never been in a. Why are you gonna take relationship advice from this guy? You know, and not like someone who's like 50 years old, happily married, has been for like 40 fucking years or something. Well, obviously not 40 years, but like 30 years. You know, like what is this? What is this? So ridiculous. Never talk about anything intricate. You know? My son's friend's stepdad is doing some plastering work for us. Tough, scrawny, skinhead, heavily tattooed, checkered past, a walking stereotype. Out the blue, he just piped up to talk about feelings of PTSD and how the sudden death of a friend has really shaken his mental health and brought up a lot of childhood trauma. He felt comfortable sharing all that, was very positive, and made me realize how much I, middle-aged mum, try to keep in. Holy shit. Also, can I say, all the mums in chat, I'm so fucking here for it. Every single, like, time someone says in my chat that they're like a mum or they're like a middle-aged mum, I am fucking living for it. Radicalized mums now. Mums everywhere, you know? Uncle Darren being racist at the table at Christmas. Mum turns around and goes, "Shut up, Darren." He's gonna shut the fuck up. Radicalizing mums is the way. It's the way. Anyway, yeah, that is cool. That is a cool bit, you know. You showed up just in time, adrenaline. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Make sure your relationship stays PG-13. That's what they're saying here. Exactly. Fuck brunch brigade. Yeah, that's right. Fuck brunch. This is the new Mumsnet. That's right. For actual mums, not TERFs. Never talk about politics. I remember my mum and stepdad talking about politics on Saturday over the newspaper all the time. They were together for 17 years. Yeah, there you go. You're working on radicalizing your mum? Yeah, I'm working on it too, but it's so hard. My mum is so dependent on the patriarchy. It sucks. It's really bad.
Never let this happen. Always keep it light and fun.
Yeah, this restaurant sounds nice, and 6 o'clock works for me. But I just want to ask, are you vaccinated? Why are you asking me that? That's kind of like private medical information. It's private medical information. I mean, I'm immunocompromised, so it's like especially relevant to me, but in your second Tinder photo, you have like a neck tattoo showing. It's a Barstool Sports neck tattoo, so I'm just assuming that you're not. Oh, why does everything have to be so political these days? You're killing the light and fluffy vibe. Just relax, lady, okay? And I'll see you at Arby's at 6 o'clock.
Basically, girls are gonna have sex with any guy they want to.
Fucking holy shit! This guy's dropping bombs. What the fuck? Whoa! Whoa! What the fuck? Based. Like, yeah, as they should. You know what I mean? Already a radicalized trans single mum. Yeah, cool as fuck. Absolutely. My own mum is a staunch Catholic. When she sends us birthday money, it goes straight to trans GoFundMe's. I love that. Girls having sex with people they want to? What kind of woke nonsense is this? You know?
Guys have sex with who they can.
This guy thinks that there are like women out there. He doesn't think that there are women out there who like struggle to get laid. He thinks that like every single woman is getting laid with absolutely everybody. No one has any like preferences or attraction based things when it comes to like, you know, who they have sex with. Just like, yeah, they will have sex with anyone. You know, they will have sex with whoever they want to. Men will have sex with anyone that they can, right? Bro, like that shit is so bad. So bad. I'd be way sluttier if the guys I wanted to bang wanted me. Right, exactly. Why do these guys never like sex? So bizarre. Maybe they got some you know, they got some unpacked baggage. Maybe they're in the closet and they don't know it, you know? And when I say the closet, I mean like maybe they're ace, maybe they're aro. It's just so, I'm like, fucking hell.
But in the long run,
also, like, if there's one thing that I can't stand, yeah, it's like a guy wearing like, you know, one of these fucking tracksuit tops inside. Like, how is it that cold, bro? Put the radiator on.
man,
Like, you're on a podcast. Like, if you're a white guy on a podcast, I'm sorry, but you're absolutely privileged. You're rich. You have to be rich. There are no white guys who are like poor who are like doing podcasts. They don't have the time. I know poor white guys. They don't have the fucking time. You know what I mean?
are gonna marry who they want to. Women are gonna marry who they can.
Ooh, that's a fucking bar.
And that's how you know it's not cold, because he's wearing a fucking denim jacket.
Oh my god, you could tell he was really struggling to make it all the way through that.
Tracksuit top with jeans. Tracksuit top with jeans.
Like a metaphor, a parable thing. Girls are gonna have sex with who they want to. Guys, on the other hand, they're gonna have sex with who they get married, who they wish, who they can. So, okay, you can't, you won't, these guys are what you'd get if you injected Tweedledee and Tweedledum with Polo Ralph Lauren cologne and GTR fluid. And that's okay. That's okay. It is what it is.
Okay, I laughed preemptively at that joke, but like, I'm gonna play that again.
And these guys are what you'd get if you injected Tweedledee and Tweedledum with Polo Ralph Lauren cologne and Nissan GTR brake fluid. And that's okay. That's okay. It is what it is.
Ooh, that's a fucking bar.
If the person
absolutely fucking destroyed, Comstead, dumpstered, what an L. You wear a tracksuit top with jeans. God damn it, go home.
Agreeing with your opinion happens to be drinking a Gold 4 Loco and wearing a no jumper t-shirt while podcasting, you might want to double check to make sure you're not saying some dumb weirdo shit.
That's knowledge in the grown men realm, like they call it the red pill, right?
The grown men realm. Oh my god, is that what the Manosphere is? My YouTube algorithm after I watch 15 seconds of a Jordan Peterson room cleaning tutorial.
I hereby banish you to the grown men realm. Suffer for eternity.
The idea being put forth here can just be easily disproved by saying there are plenty of counterexamples to these generalizations. Thank you and good night. Many men are not able to marry who they want to, and many women are. And the same goes with the sex thing, right? But also the more important question to ask is like, who does this type of thinking actually help? Like, what purpose does it serve, you know? The only real world outcome of this kind of like dumb bro science framing, no, sorry, I mean this reality of the dating market and what's all this seeing how deep the rabbit hole goes into the red pill. Ooh, it's so cool. Oh, so cool. All this does is like make dudes vindictive and condescending towards women who are over the age of 30 or whatever. And also making women who like are having legitimate struggles in the hookup world just feel like shit about themselves.
When you bring that up in front of a female who's either in her prime,
female alert, he said the word female alert,
a little bit past her prime, they get mad when you bring that up, but it's true. Ooh, that's a fucking...
Wow, this is so useful and helpful. Thank you so much, boys. I'm glad you started a podcast. The world is better off with that being a thing that exists. Again with the workout footage intro, I love it. It's so good. So good. They look good. I like the idea that this guy isn't...
This guy is looking good, by the way. This guy, I hate it that this guy is hot, and now he's gonna turn around and say the worst shit I've ever heard in my entire life. God fucking damn it.
actually ripped. He's just sending an extremely
Just be normal. Just be normal, please. And then maybe we can date, you know? I don't know.
urgent
Just
or
saying.
angry text,
Just
and that's why
saying.
his arms look like that. Like he's vice gripping his phone. Like a temporary Captain America iMessage effect. I don't know. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Get your bread right, G. Work on your physique.
Wait, that's not even the same guy. It's not even the same. Who's he filming? That's not the same guy.
Sharpen your mind. That's the most important thing, because your mind is not in the right place. It's in the wrong place. It's you're too emotional. You
Is he like stealing a workout guy's footage?
care too much.
I do care too much. It's my toxic trait. I'm too loving and too empathetic. I'm an empath. Okay, what can I say? I can't do anything about this. I'm empathetic and caring, but like in a hot and sexy.
My mind is fucking blown.
In this kind of way, like ooh, shut the fuck up.
There's hope that the other guy might be normal. That's true. That's true.
That video 2 years ago screaming at you niggas talking about you care too much about the bitch.
God damn it. Okay, so this is what every red pill thing is like, okay? It's like, starts off with some perfectly generic advice. Go to the
He wants to date the workout man too. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's like, yeah. It's a good thing for the mental image of the hot guy. Right, exactly.
gym. Get some financial resources so you can live a little more freely. Focus on a hobby. And then
Wait, he's wearing a Fortnite shirt? Is he?
with some heartbreak.
Is he? Is he wearing a Fortnite shirt? Is that... How do you know?
Like, ooh, shut the fuck up.
That's why I made that video 2 years ago screaming at you niggas talking about you care too much about the bitch.
God damn it. Okay, so this is what every red pill thing is like, okay? It's like, starts off with some perfectly generic advice. Go to the gym. Get some financial resources so you can live a little more freely. Focus on a hobby. And then it ends with some heartbroken goofball biting his lip and telling you to just like dominate your partner. And
Red pill chud trash
Care
fingers.
too much about the bitch.
He has got a gamer chair, by the way. He has got a gamer chair. Remember what I said about gamers? Remember my video about Twitch? Literally just put it out on fucking, on Friday. Gamers, man, I'm fucking telling you.
Always keep yourself in an emotionally offensive position in your relationships. It's good, just in case.
There's nothing wrong with caring about a woman. There's nothing wrong with liking a woman.
Why are you talking about not caring about him then?
You just can't care as much.
Gamer chair, more like fucking divorce chair. More like extremely divorced chair. That's fucking great, Pheasant. I fucking love that.
More than her.
Wow.
She has to care more than you care.
Wow, fuck. It's profound, dude. But just a quick question. How do I figure out how much she cares? Is it like a scale of 1 to 10 sort of thing? Should I just ask her and then compare her number with mine, sort of figure it out from there? Or do I just act like I don't care, even if I do, so I can make her think I don't? So then she's worried about if I'm gonna leave her, and it's like, oh, I got that.
It's the modern race car
That
bed,
way she'll
yeah.
fall in line and comply with my demands due to this manufactured insecurity. Is that what you meant? No, but okay, let's break this down for a second. Let's parse through Mr. Red Pill's
Thanks,
trauma
Shafiq.
to see if we can pull anything out of value. If you've ever been in a relationship situation where you, like, in quotes, care more than the other person, so like you were feeling them more than they were feeling you, or you were putting forth effort that was not being reciprocated, right? Of course, that is a shitty experience, right? It's demeaning, you know, especially if eventually that.
You know what? I just want to say this because I'm getting this vibe, and I've always got this vibe from Noah's videos, right? And I hope that I kind of have a little bit of what Noah's got going on with his vibe, right? And that is that, like, when people say, like, oh, I like Noah's videos, it's relaxing and stuff like that. Like, he has got a super relaxing vibe. His voice is extra relaxing. I definitely don't have that. I've got a pretty abrasive voice. But that's down to, like, my accent, and I get a bit, I get a bit impassioned when I'm talking about stuff. Anyway. But you know what it is? I figured it out. It's not just his voice. It's also because he's, like, a man that's talking to other men and being like, hey, it's fine. Like, be sad. And it's normal to have feelings. And, you don't need to, like, put up this facade of, like, being somebody else and being a weirdo or anything like that. Like, you could just be yourself. You could just have a nice time, have a nice life. And that is extremely relaxing and good. It's very therapeutic, right? That's what I feel. The D in DX Racer stands for divorced. That's true. Yeah, it's good shit. Yeah, we need more of it. Like, because it's like a thing, right? Like, I think about this a lot now since watching FD's first part of the Manosphere video, right? And he has made me think about the way that we sort of like trash talk people who we think deserve it, right? You know what I mean? And this is why I was talking about cruelty on the left on Red Planet on Sunday, because there are a lot of people out there who still have, even though they're leftists, even though our entire ideology is about not being cruel, as soon as we get like the okay to be cruel about someone, we do it straight away, right? And you see this in lots of different forms. And of course, you see it directed mostly towards cishet white men. Now, you've got to be careful in saying anything like this before people start saying, DJ Muel's making excuses for cishet white men. And it's like, no, I'm not making excuses for anybody. What I'm saying is that it depends how fucked they are being, right? You know what I mean? It's like we have to at least, and I'm not asking for anyone who's a marginalized person to do this, right? Yeah, I'm bi, but like, you know, I have the energy to do this, right? I know FD's follow-up just dropped. We're going to watch that tomorrow. Like, I have the energy for this. Not everybody's going to have the energy for this. But it's about, like, you know, if you see, like, just, like, a white guy that's, like, having, like, a nightmare breakdown about shit like this and looks like he's getting a bit Joker-pilled, then, yeah, you gotta, like, approach that with a sense of poison rationality. I fucking hate that song, by the way. But anyway, I thought it, you know, the lyrics, they make sense. Anyway, that's legit it. That's legit it. If you have the energy modifier, it should be implied in the leftist space. It should be, yeah, absolutely. Not everybody gets that, though, right? And also, like, we get that with the NFT thing as well, right? It's like, oh, you're a fucking idiot. You fell for a fucking scam. It's like destroying the planet. You fucking nerd. We told you not to do it, and you did it anyway. Now you've got no house. It's like, hold up a bit. You're talking about new members of the working class. You're talking about freshly homeless people. You're talking about possibly freshly divorced people, right? You know what I mean? Like, you gotta have some empathy. You know? So anyway, that's just my, like, you know, take on cruelty at the minute. Maybe I'll do a video on cruelty, and because I think that that's, like, really important. Like, we can't just, like, see, like, you know, obviously Nazis 100% deserve it, right? I'm not... There's no way I would make it, like, even a fucking ounce of empathy for people like that, right? But in terms of people who are just being a bit shitty, right? And maybe their life is not fully together. Maybe they're just, like, having a bit of a breakdown or whatever. And, like, they're a cis white man. Like, maybe it's about, like, okay, let's not be shitty to that person. Let's try and, like, fucking open that up if we have the energy, you know? So anyway. What have we got here? I missed a bunch of stuff in the chat. People were saying nice things about me, and I want to read that. He isn't trying to be cool. He comes off as sincere and trustworthy, and that's relaxing. Yes, absolutely, Ludo. I agree. When you're like maximum into someone, you start relaxing into it. They often blow your socks off in the way that you say, like it comes out in some other way. Yeah. Your big vibes. In my opinion, are positivity and optimism, which is sorely lacking in leftist content that I've seen. Good. That's kind of what I want. I kind of want to tell people to be optimistic and be positive. Not toxically, because that's bad. We can't just pretend that bad things aren't happening. He's not just telling men they'd be better off changing their behavior. He's showing you an example of how to do that. Exactly. That's what it's all about. It's about applying theory to real life situations and showing that you can do the praxis. Relatively speaking, right? Because there's not that much theory, apart from bell hooks, about, you know, stuff like this. People fucked over by the neoliberal drive to make your whole life a business and having that business go bust are potential comrades. Exactly. Funnily enough, the cruel fuckers have this weird habit of going easy on the Nazis. That's true. I agree. Absolutely. Some people have more of an ability to do this. It's great when they choose to go for it. It helps everyone, yeah. Radical empathy. That's fucking right. That's fucking right. One of the things I find most frustrating is that my brother's going into every crypto sort of area. He ignores every counterpoint, every video I ever send him regarding it. I'm worried he's going to end up being one of those crypto bros that people laugh at when we've all told him, but I just worry about him when it blows up in his face. He's like a dad and stuff. It's very worrying. All you can do, Emmy, right? You know that saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And you just have to live by that with stuff like this. You know what I mean? Because people are gonna fuck their lives up by doing shit like this. Like, they are gonna, you know... I don't want to say this because it's schneid to say about your brother, innit? It's schneid, but, like, he is gonna end up fucking it all up. If he's putting money into crypto, he's going to lose that money because it's all fucking bursting at the moment. It's going down. I have no idea why anyone would think about getting into crypto at the minute. What an absurd idea. But, you know, sometimes people have to make their own mistakes. And the best thing you can do is be there for them. And that's not to say that your worries are invalidated. Your worries are extremely... you know, I empathize with you a lot. It sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. You know. Yeah, they're buying the dip, but there's not even going to be a fucking... It's not even going to go up the other way. Does anyone have this thing where they talk to lads who are struggling and those same lads just, like, repeat loads of what you say to them verbatim in other contexts? Like, they make it part of their personality and I realize they're not listening, but they're liking what they hear. Yeah, that is part of the patriarchy, yeah. It's part of the patriarchy, innit? It's like they've heard what you've said... but they want to think that they came up with it. And it's like, it's that male entitlement in it. He's been into it since it popped. He's been convinced to hodl. That shit is so toxic, yeah. You got to make people make their own decisions. Sometimes they're going to hurt. I have a sibling doing the same thing. Yeah, it's their choice. Yeah, it's their choice. It's fun to laugh at crypto bros because they're extremely ridiculous, but we have to keep in mind it's ultimately a scam that's preying on them. That's why we have to be ruthless. It's like Michael Brooks said, ruthless with systems, but kind to people.
Breakup does happen, and you're like, oh, I saw it coming.
People trying to offload the shite they have before it goes through the floor. Yeah, that's what it is, yeah.
Long. So you blame yourself, and yada, 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 yada. You could see how someone going through this might want to or have to develop an emotional barrier, you know, to protect themselves from being hurt. Whatever. Now, understanding why someone might behave in this way is important, obviously. But that understanding doesn't excuse the manipulation.
That's great advice, Adrenaline. Support them as much as you can. Maybe they'll remember it later and it'll help them at that time. That's right. Because here's the thing, gang, right? This is why this story, and it's not just because, like, I went out and did an activism and I feel good about it and I'm sucking myself off. It's because it's such a good example of what solidarity means. And that is, you know, when I help my neighbor not get evicted. And that guy was a conservative. Not even just a conservative, a guy that was, like, you know, not disabled, then had an accident, became disabled, and then luckily managed to, like, therapize himself out of it with a bunch of different treatments and stuff, right? So he's still, like, you know, disabled in a different way, but not as, you know, badly as he was before, right? And so, but he's a conservative and, like, a libertarian and what have you. And I was, like, very open with him. I was like, listen, man, I'm an anarchist, I'm a communist, I'm an anti-fascist, right? And I was explaining to him all the systems, like, you know, how they're bad and stuff like that. But the way that I tried to, like, you know, limit that interaction with him, because it's not about just, like, yada, 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 telling everyone everything that you know. Sometimes it's just good enough being like, yeah, I'm a communist, I'm an anarchist and stuff like that. And then, like, actually helping someone or giving them the right advice, because then later on down the line, like Adrenaline says, they're going to remember, you know, and later on down the line, that guy's going to be in the pub or something, and someone's going to be saying, oh, fucking communists, they've got no idea what they're doing. And he'll say, well, actually, I knew a communist once. He was my neighbor, and he stopped me from getting evicted. That's what it's about, you know? I was at a careers fair today where they had a crypto panel online, and I was able to turn the chat into an angry mob. Hell yeah, fuck that noise. Fuck that noise, defo. Yeah, you know, that Pinko was pretty helpful. That's what it's about. That's why I'm kind to MLM people, but always tell them that MLMs are fucked. That's right. Yeah, gently tell them it's a scam. Yeah, 100%.
Manipulative behavior that's being suggested here by this guy. Actively choosing to not care more than the other person or to make sure that they care more than you. That's like a form of, like, you know, domination. Again, it places the safety of your own feelings over the consideration for their feelings, which in turn places the same constraints around your relationship that caused you to act this way in the first place. Having been through a one-sided situation does not grant you a license to put someone else through that same situation just because it hurt you. Relationships are mutual things. So like if at any point you're looking for ways so you can have something over somebody and use it against them potentially, to say like, I have power over you to leave and not be hurt.
Any good books or articles to recommend on radical empathy? 3 dried grams of Liberty Caps. No, I'm kidding. I would never tell anybody to do drugs. Drugs are illegal. The law is the arbiter of morality. Don't do that. Don't ever do drugs. But having a lot of Liberty Caps is extremely good to develop your radical empathy.
That's bad.
I don't have any book recommendations. Sorry, I don't read books. I'm desperately trying to read books. Sophie's good for that shit. I don't know. There might be someone in chat who can help me or in the Discord. We have a books section in the Discord.
Welcome back to another episode of This Is Bad. Sorry. God, I'm sorry, you guys. I said I was just gonna goof around and my empathy keeps leaking out of me. Oops. Yes, dude. Yes. Looking chuck.
Now, is this gonna be the guy? What's a Liberty Cap? It's a type of magic mushroom. Is this going to be the guy that's complaining about women? Or is it going to be a different guy?
Fucked my guy, my dude. Just to preface this next one, if this video hasn't been cis heteronormative enough for you, get ready. You're in for a treat, okay? This is quite possibly the straightest video on earth, and I might be the straightest YouTuber on earth. Doing this during Pride Month, it feels homophobic, okay? But I gotta live my truth, all right? Women.
When you're on a date, who should pay?
Here we go. This is a classic topic
Is this guy speaking to a room of women? What the fuck?
of debate in the straight people zone. Who should pay for the date? Ladies, fellas, NBs, who's bringing the wallet out? It's up there in the canon of hetero philosophical debates like gay son, thought daughter, and so on.
I know. I mean, that's what I told them. You know, I'm sorry.
But-
I'm dating. We're dating.
But here's the
Firstly, I just want to point out that the answer to this question of who should pay on dates will vary considerably depending on the audience of people that you're asking. In this
And it's like, here's another thing as well. The actual, you know, the actual answer to this is who is able to pay. Or if you can, like, split the bill. You know what I mean? So stupid. Sometimes I feel like empathy must require drugs because it doesn't seem to come naturally. I'm too angry. Yeah, listen, it doesn't require drugs. Meditation helped me a lot with empathy, with developing my empathy. And I would recommend meditating. It's a tough thing to get into. Trying to shut out all the noise that we have in our brains. It's really hard, especially if you've got ADHD. I would recommend starting with just like 5 minutes of sitting in a dark room, you know, as quiet as you could get it. Maybe stick on a YouTube video of like guided meditation, or guided meditation can be a bit rough because sometimes it can just tell you to do weird shit like breathe wrong and shit like that. You know? Starting to meditate sucks, and I highly recommend it. Yeah, that's literally it. That's literally it, yeah. 100%. But yeah. It's just whoever feels like paying. Yeah, for sure. Right, exactly. Patriarchy puts a lot on blokes to pay for so much, and that's not fair. Yeah, for sure, right? It's whoever can afford it. See you later, Rob. Thank you for being here. Take it easy, yo. Hey, Penny Man. I usually either split the bill or pay halfsies. Yeah, same. You do like yoga and moving meditation. Moving meditation, it's not real meditation. You gotta like sit still, don't do anything, get into the no thought space, completely dissociate from reality. Extremely important, extremely good. You know? I took up meditating when I was like a 16-year-old spiritual boy to impress girls and just kept doing it. It's really, really good. Really, really, really good. When you begin to meditate, it feels like the thoughts get louder, but really you're listening closer. Yes. Absolutely it. Get some of those Delta Wave playlists on YouTube and put the lights out. Absolutely. That's the fucking one.
This room full of these women, they mostly answered the man. If you were to ask a room full of people...
That's exactly it, Thoristar. Yeah, so there's this absurd thing, right? There's this absurd thing getting about, and it's a whole TikTok thing, right? There was the whole TikTok thing getting around saying, like, actually, I'm an empath, and I could feel what Trump was feeling when he got rejected from the presidency and shit like that, right? That's not what empathy is. It's like, you know, okay, that's a form of empathy, but it's extremely rare that you're going to feel exactly what someone feels and, like, pick up on their vibes. It's not that rare, but it is rare. It's uncommon. I would say it's uncommon, yeah. You're not just going to get that from, like, sitting down and thinking about it for a bit. Like, what you're doing if you do that is you are, as Thoristar says, seeing something through somebody else's eyes, right? I'm an empath. Culture is weird as fuck. It absolutely is, yeah. It absolutely is. Hey, Woodborg. Yeah, we're getting to the ghost stuff soon. Yeah.
That I know that are women, the women in my life, the answer would probably be very different. If you were to ask a room full of me and my guy friends, the answer would be something like, what's a date? Probably.
Damn, son.
If you ask a crowd in Portland this question, they will all say in unison, no one should pay, because restaurants are a hierarchical bourgeois construction that dominates their workers. They should be abolished. Until then, just dine and dash. That's another dig at anarchists on this channel, but it's all fun and goofs. It's all gags and games. Okay, here, for left unity, I'll do a
he must have been doing this video around the time that there was that restaurant discourse on Twitter. Gotta fucking hate it. God damn it. I would disagree about sitting still being the only meditation. There's plenty of varieties. Some can work better for some people. Yeah, fair enough. You know, I only know from my experience. So yeah, that's fair enough. Absolutely.
Tanky one. Here we go. Hey, Tankies. Who should pay for the date? The Western hegemonic imperial powers. Oh. Okay, cool. Actually, no objections to that. I'm down. And Vladimir Zelensky, specifically, for some reason. Oh, god damn it. Ukraine flagging silence liberal.
But
Ukraine flagging bio?
I'm dating. We're dating.
But here's the... okay. He's supposed to pay.
Yeah, that's what I told him.
But you're supposed to have sex with him whenever he says.
Whoa, okay, hold on there, buddy.
What the fuck? That guy just literally... How do you have the balls to say that to a whole room of women? I cannot. Even in, like, the most misogynist that I've ever been in my life, I could not imagine saying that to a room of women. It would be too cringe. I would be cringing too hard at myself.
That's
how do you do it? How do you do that?
Diner tab. Not a great thing to compare to the sexual agency of a human being. Buy me a drink, or else. It doesn't have the same kind of ring as have sex with me, or else, you know. I don't know. Being charitable, I think he's attempting to point out a contradiction in gender roles, or in the problematic nature of gendered expectations. Yeah, let's go with that, okay? Like, if you're going to have a requirement for me as a man to do something because I'm a man, then how is that any different from me holding a requirement upon you for being a woman, regardless of what that requirement is?
It's so absurd. It's so ridiculous.
Lopsided when it comes to the sort of real world implications here, but you know, let's just see where he goes with this.
But you're supposed to have sex with him whenever he says.
No.
With the music as well. Like, I'm just like, bro, what do you think this is? He's playing like a love song in the background. Shut up.
Where does this double standard come from? I'm sorry.
It's a double standard. I hate it when they do that. I hate it when they like appropriate terms that like came from anarchist thought. They like these MRAs, these MGTOWs, these fucking incels. They're like, yeah, all right, you know, I'm just gonna reappropriate this anarchist, you know, fucking phrase or whatever, like double standards, and I'm going to apply it to something completely nonsensical. Hey, be a ghost. What's going on? Welcome in.
It's the reality. You can moan at it all you want, but the moment you say to a guy, you have to fucking pay for my time, you're saying this relationship isn't equal. This relationship
Relationship anarchy, but make it misogynist as fuck. Oh my god.
isn't equal. My time is worth more than yours, so you should pay for it.
The issue with this comparison here, I think, is that most of the...
He's also, like, assuming that that's what, like, a lot of women are saying. Do you know what I mean? I swear this kind of music only comes on when someone has a bad take and they're trying to sound gigabrain about it. Yeah. Yeah, this is relationship feudalism.
The time, women aren't saying, like, you have to do this, you have to pay for my time. If they're even saying it, what they're saying is like, it would be nice if a man paid for the first date, because that is a nice thing, right? Yes, of course, there are gendered stereotypes attached to like men being the provider and having to like chivalry, pay for the meal every time, because that's what a man does. That's what a man does. And if they don't, you know, they're not a real man. They're worth less. It's less common now than it was in the past. Not that I have that much reference, but I just feel like it's not that common. That notion is definitely still there.
Like, I know he's putting himself down here for being young, but I actually am extremely inspired by Noah being 24 and being this based. Like, that's dope. I love that younger people are this smart about shit. You know what I mean? That really gives me hope. If you want a bit of hopium, it's like how based the kids are getting, right? Not that he's a kid, but, you know.
It still affects society, and it's still very problematic. I don't like that. Just thinking back on the last few dates I've had, it's mostly been a we are both pulling our cards out at the same time kind of situation. And in those, I'm a big fan of like...
Yeah, lots of people in my chat are like fucking, you know. Also, don't start mentioning your age in the chat. Gonna end up banning someone for making a bad joke again. No, stop it. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. Stop it. Stop talking about age. Told you, ban someone on fucking Monday for joking about it. You're gonna inspire someone to making a bad joke, and I'm gonna ban him. Don't want to do that. Okay. But it is good. Like, yeah, lots of people in my community are young, right? And that's good. That's good. Hopefully none of you are under 18. Don't fucking say your name. Don't fucking joke about it. Don't say your age. But yeah, like, it's incredibly inspiring. Very much hopium. Very much hopium.
Like, oh, I'll pay this time, you get the next time. Unless the date is bad, then I just don't say anything and we split the check and go our separate ways. Fuck you, Sarah! But the expectation from women that the man is the one who's supposed to pay, as well as the feeling from men that they ought to pay, whether they want to or not, these are both outgrowths from the same thing. Cover your ears again, red pillars, I'm sorry. It's the patriarchy. Stop! I didn't say it. Somebody hacked me. I got hacked by my little baby cousin. And this is why I have a problem with what he's saying, and what he says at the end here especially.
Here's my view. If you go on a date with a guy and you don't offer to pay your share, you weren't taught right.
By saying you weren't. End here especially.
Here's my view. If you go on a date with a guy and you don't offer to pay your share, you weren't taught right.
Oh, how the fuck? There is like... I have no idea how these women haven't, like, stood up and picked this man up and thrown him out of the building. How the fuck? I can't. Why are this many people listening to him? Is he like a guest speaker at like a feminist fucking thing or something? Like, what is this? I can't believe it. I can't fucking believe this shit. Do we know what the title of this dude's session is? I have no idea. I have no idea. This is so absurd. Yeah, I would just like mute this guy's mic. Look at the faces on the front row. There's like, I don't know. None of these people are looking like they agree with what he's saying. Like, none of them. Not one person in this audience is smiling. Everyone is just kind of like looking at him with like... The lady with the white hair is absolutely distraught. Yeah, 100%. This person is not happy.
By saying you weren't taught right to women who don't offer to pay, he's kind of individualizing the blame
Who
onto
is this
women
guy?
and their parents for a socially constructed cultural phenomenon.
Yeah, what does your mother
say to any man that's ever paid for a date, even though he didn't want to, but because he felt like he had to, that they weren't raised right. But that would be fucked up, because again, these are just two sides to the same coin. And you weren't raised right is just like the ultimate subjective statement of, I don't like what you're doing, so your parents are bad parents or something.
What a horrific statement as well. You weren't raised right. For a start, don't talk about how anyone was raised. That's fucked up. Secondly, what is right? What is the right way to be raised? Come on, pal. Go on then, talk me through it. That's precisely the reaction I had to David Hasselhoff at TwitchCon. Same, though. Fucking same.
Some shit. Thanks to the patriarchy, we're all raised wrong, okay? Sorry. We're all twisted and fucked up inside. Fuck. Your Tinder date's parents didn't invent the concept of gender roles just because she wasn't the first one to slap her Capital One card on Starbucks desk. Society, so deep. Wow, society's such a deep place. All right, everybody, that's enough of all this crap. Let me know what you thought of the video. Obviously, trying a little different approach. Some would call it, empathy. Ooh, feeling about people's feelings. Other people would call it terminal centrist brain, negotiating with the misogynist. I don't really know, because I'm watching way too much of this crap. It's probably infecting my.
See, that's like that is one like toxic part of the left, 100%. Where if you say like, unpacking what these guys have gone through is because you're a centrist, you gotta fucking log off, man. You gotta touch some grass. That's so fucking bad. Seriously, right? It's also fucked up. He's trying to unpack gender inequalities on the oppressed side. Yeah, the MGTOW guy. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Absolutely.
My brain somehow, but maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just that guy.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're
wonderful patrons who should be scrolling by.
All right, gang. That was good. That was some good fucking shit. What a good little bit of stream we had just there, hey? How about that? I guess I dodged a bullet dating the same gender. I have no idea. When like, gay men, talk to me and they tell me that they've had, like, a seamless dating experience with other men, I'm like, how the fuck have you managed that? Men fucking hate me. They either hate me or they don't take me seriously. I mean, I'm not gay, I'm bi. So maybe that's what it is, you know what I mean? Extremely rare that like a gay guy actually wants to like meet me and get to know me. Really bad. 26 minutes of video covered in a bit over 2 hours. Yeah, but you got to remember, it was about 20 minutes saying hi to everybody. And then about another half an hour of me talking about that one guy. Fully stun locked for a good while, yeah. That one guy on Instagram, who you should definitely go follow. And giving Chadvice to people as well, So there was that too. Good bit of content. How does anyone date cis het men? Because dudes rock. They do. They can rock. They majoritively don't, but they can. They can rock. What a lovely video. That was very good. Now we're going to watch some ghost stuff. Yay! Very exciting. I can't wait to look at some weird ghost stuff. This is going to be fun. This is going to be funny. It's going to be a little spooky as well. So... let's check out what we're doing. Very excited to watch some ghost content with you. It's going to be very funny. Oh. Now, I guess the only content warning that I can have for this would be like potential jump scares. So, if that's something that is gonna like upset you, if that's something that is gonna like cause you discomfort, health-wise or anything or otherwise, then, you know, please be kind to yourself. Don't hurt yourself. That's the whole reason we do content warnings. Rocking while crying and furiously masturbating, that kind of dudes rock. That's right. All right, the Menace. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for this, mate. Yeah, no worries. See you later. Take it easy. I can't believe I haven't missed the ghost content. Well, there's only like about 50 minutes left of the stream because I am getting off at 11 o'clock start. So, but we're gonna look at a bunch of this, and we'll probably look at some more of it either tomorrow or Monday. This is gonna be the new arc. This is gonna be the new arc. We had the Goblin Guys arc. That's unfortunately done for now. Now we're gonna go to the ghost arc. Very exciting. I thought because of yesterday's videos we were going to go on a cryptids arc, but there's not enough cryptids videos. So it's going to, you know, it's going to be a long arc. Very excited. So, I was going to do something else then. Oh yeah, give me money. Give me money. We are currently at, gang, I'm going to transition to the next scene. We are currently at £518.62. Very much appreciate you for getting me this far through the dono goal of the month. Gang, that means that we only have £282 to go before we unlock the Gandalf cosplay. Do you know what? I should just rename my goal that. That's what I should do. I should do that in Streamlabs right now. I'm going to do that in Streamlabs right now because, holy shit. Gandalf the Gay. Where's my fucking dono? Where's the dono? Where's the dono widget? Where's the dono widget? Where's it gone? Why can't I see it? Donation goal. Right, here we go. I'm going to rename it. What are we at? 518.62. We've got 7 days to go. We can do this, chat. I believe you. What are we on? June? So 06/30/2022. That's what I'm going to call it. Gandalf cosplay and Battle for Middle-earth 2 stream. So the people know exactly what they're donating for. So, gang, if you are financially able to contribute to the stream, I would ask you to please consider subscribing off Twitch. Thank you for doing the command, Shafiq. Oh my god, Morty!
You have my sword.
I've got Morty's sword. Who's going to lend me their bow? That's the question. Morty, thank you so much for the £10. Thank you so much for subscribing off Twitch. And thank you so much for supporting the stream. Twitch is incredibly bad for supporting marginalized creators. They do not listen to us. They do not listen to the concerns that we have. They do not listen to the extremely valid complaints that we have about how badly they run this website. Go check out my latest video if you want to learn more about that. It is literally about the white supremacy problem that Twitch has. And Twitch also takes 50% of every subscription that you give to the channel. They also take a huge chunk of the bits that you donate to the channel as well. So I would ask you, if you want 100% of the money that you donate to go directly to me, your boy, to basically cover my bills, my rent, my fucking everything, like my shopping, all that nonsense, please consider donating off Twitch. And also, if you're not financially able, don't worry. Share the stream on Twitter, retweet it, tell your mum about it. Tell your partner about it. Tell your dog about it. Get them to tune in. You know? That would be great. So yeah. Emmy, Faith, thank you so much for the £3. Thank you so much for supporting me. And thank you so much for subbing off Twitch. What a legend. Thank you. Thank you. There used to be an activist on my old uni campus who dressed up as a wizard whenever the Bible thumpers were yelling on campus. You said, and my bow. I don't know why that didn't come up. I think maybe I've got like I think I've got text-to-speech turned off for donations under £5 to prevent spam, but appreciate that a lot. I've got your bow. I've got your bow. Whose axe am I going to have? That's the question. I have a cat. I'll tell her, but she just does whatever she wants. Yeah, if you got a cat and they're not going to listen, that's fair enough. Hey, George, what's going on? Yeah, long time no speak. Oh, my God.
And my axe.
Gumba Master, thank you so much for the £5. I've got Gumba Master's axe. That's £536. That means we only got like another £264. Quick maths. To get to the end. To get to the end of the £800 dono goal. Thank you so much. We've only got another 4 streams to raise that dough, and I believe in everybody. I think we can do it. So, anyway. Do not feel like you have to explain. That's okay, Goblin Hugger. Do not feel like you have to explain if you're not financially able to support the stream. I don't need anyone to feel bad or anything like that. You know what I mean? So, please don't feel bad if you can't support the stream. Don't feel like you have to explain. Don't feel like, you know, you have to feel bad about it, because you don't, you know? Just being here is extremely important to me. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here. But as I say, we're on to the weird part of the stream. We're looking at some weird shit. This is a channel that I found when I first got obsessed with TikTok, and this is Laney and Ben. They do videos about ghosts. Gimbal, thank you for the £5 and my asterisk. What did that say? And my ass. Thank you for the £5. Thank you for supporting the stream. Thank you for subbing off Twitch. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I want to screenshot that and show everybody how that looks in my in my Streamlabs. It's so good. This is so good. You have my sword and my bow and my axe and my ass. Fucking perfect. Fucking perfect. Love that shit. The best ghost videos are the ones which aren't on paranormal channels, like streamers who've had mad shit happen in the background. Send me that shit. Send me that shit. If you've got a video that you want me to watch, send it in the chat. Tell me you've got it. Tell me you're ready to post it, and I'll give you a permit, and you can post it in the chat. I'm down for watching anything like that. Anything like that. The beard is magnificent, by the way. Well jealous. Oh, thanks, mate. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's popping off at the minute. I need it trimmed, though, because it's just a nightmare. Like, there's so much of it, and it's just doing whatever the fuck it wants, you know? So, yeah. Bit of a trim is required. But anyway, as I was saying, let's watch this video. This is scary paranormal investigation in our own home. Very excited to watch this. Like I said, I discovered these guys on TikTok. They had some pretty weird stuff happen to them on TikTok. And let's check it out. Let's check it out on YouTube. See what's going down.
For years, we've been trying to document paranormal happenings going on around our home. We've had the support of some incredibly well-known psychics and paranormal groups to help us better understand and investigate.
My beard is a cat, that's right, yeah.
But tonight, with the support from our members, we've been able to fund our own paranormal investigation in our home. This is something that we've been wishing we could do for so long, but we felt that Halloween was the perfect time to do it. So we hope you're ready, because this is a night that we won't soon forget.
Yeah, let's go!
We are back! Welcome back to our channel,
Oh my god, do some
and
fucking audio balancing. Jesus Christ.
Happy Halloween!
And obviously, we were racking our brains for Halloween, wanting to do something.
Oh my god, chat. You know what I just realized? We watched that entire Noah Samsen video, and I didn't even fucking give you the link. Oh my god. Listen, go and follow Noah Samsen. He's a lovely guy. That was a fucking audio jump scare right there. Absolutely. Throw him a subscribe, throw him a like, throw him a comment on any of his videos. Hello, DJ Muel, bro. You okay? Yeah, good. Let go. Yep, yo. Are you okay, Pog You King 76? That's the ghost messing with the audio balance. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Anyway.
Then so special because it was falling on Spooky Sunday, and it's going to be the only time it does it for like a good few years. So we were hoping to go out and do a paranormal investigation at a haunted location, but we couldn't find anything. Obviously, in October, everyone's got the same thoughts as us.
Yeah.
How dare you people? How dare you?
It's our own fault for not planning.
But then we thought, well, hang on. Why are we going to a place for a paranormal investigation that is haunted when we live somewhere that is haunted? So that's when the cogs started turning, and we decided that we would actually do it here for the very first time in
They keep waking up in the night hearing someone groaning about compression, yeah.
lives. Now, we have done something similar before. Obviously, we did it with the help of Deborah Davies and Ghosts of Britain. But we thought that we'd go...
Deborah Davies?
Yes.
We do everything that we've learned.
Solo.
Yeah, we'd use everything that we've learned over the past 2 years of doing this YouTube jazz.
Oh, no. Oh, no. As soon as you get a medium involved, that's just not great. Mary loves dick. Yeah, it's the fucking thingy. It's the fucking thingy again. She's a medium. She's a medium like Derek Akora, yeah. Yeah. Debbie Davies, the former Real Housewife star. Let's have a little look. She's on Instagram. Let's have a look. Oh, she got private account. Probably because she doesn't want like She probably doesn't want like weird fucking YouTube dudes like me, like Twitch dudes looking at her content. But apparently she's on BBC Radio Manchester. So a local lass. Fair enough. Never heard of her, to be honest.
And we went out and did a little bit of shopping. So we're going to show you what we bought first, and then we'll tell you what the plan is. So on our little table of tricks here that Lainey has very aptly decorated, we have got... We have used this before, but not really.
All right, you got a dictaphone.
There we go. So we have used this before, but not
I'd love to be a medium. I'll have to settle for XXL instead.
Just a little recording device. So we plan to leave that in a room.
A voice recorder.
It's a voice recorder, yeah. So we plan to leave that in a room, go away, and then see what it picks up. We bought a proper spirit box for all of those people that have been telling us that the Necrophonic is absolutely no good. So this is called the PSB7T spirit box.
We actually...
What? I need somebody to explain the electronics of this. What is this? How does an actual spirit box work? Because I've seen them in fucking Phasmo. And I'm like, what is that? I've never seen it on... If I've never seen it on Most Haunted, I've got no idea.
I actually wanted the SBL.
Like, all these things, right? Like the EMF meter and the spirit box and shit like that. Like, it feels like that's just, like, extra, like, shit to make the content less boring. Because actually, when you do ghost hunting content, it's extremely boring for a long time. You know what I mean? You left the voice recorder running. Apparently, the ghost ripped a fat one. It flicks through radio frequencies. Right, okay. It's all just vaping paraphernalia. Easy, ghost goes in, beeps come out. Okay, fair enough. No worries.
11, not 7, but we couldn't find one that was... Well, they're expensive.
Yes, they were about 200, between £200 and £250.
Oh, this is so exploitative. Jesus fucking Christ.
And this one was...
This one was 100. Well, reduced on 100, so it was around 100.
I can't wait to be a ghost, yeah. Gonna fuck with these people so much.
It does the same job. We've obviously got our trusted paranormal dowsing rods. You guys know and love these bad boys. We've got a pendulum here. We've got this, which we have used before when we were with Ghosts of Britain and Deborah.
Thought that was a dildus, to be honest, not gonna lie. A bit ribbed, you know.
Davies, but
bit rubbery looking.
It's basically a laser grid pen. So over this way, You can see it'll be like that. So
oh, okay, the dot matrix thing. Yeah, all right, gotcha. They're about to have a baby. Why would they spend that? Oh, they had they got YouTube members. They got YouTube members in it. They made a lot of dough. They made a lot of dough to make this video.
This in the dark, and hopefully, if the spirits can manipulate it.
Can you see that?
Yes.
Like, can you see it on the wall where I'm in the way?
Yeah. So behind, you can see where Lainey's hand is manipulating the dots.
So shadows are supposed to appear on these things. I've never fucking seen it. I've never fucking seen it at all.
And that is kind of the plan. And so
I don't know if
we can
it
catch Dave,
works. I've got no
Andy,
idea.
Or anything else that is here tonight. That's the plan with that. We've obviously got some cat balls. We've got 2.
Do you lot remember the baby psychic? No, I've never heard of it. Oh, it's not necessarily shadows? Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
2 with a bell in it, so we can hear it. And we've got 2 that... There we go. Almost showed me up there. We've got 2 with a little light.
It sure is convenient they got haunted right at Halloween. No, they have said that they've been haunted for months and months and months and months. It's like their main TikTok content. If you watch their TikTok content, it's literally just that.
Which would be great. And we went out and we bought a K2 meter.
Yeah, you got cat
toys. You've seen these before if you've been watching paranormal shows and stuff. But if it picks up an electromagnetic field.
Here's the thing, right? I feel like these things are actually a thing. Like, you can get an actual magnetic frequency meter. But I feel like these ones have been commercialized through ghost content, right? You know what I mean? It's the thing from Ghostbusters, right? The actual electromagnetic frequency meters, the ones that like plumbers use to make sure there's no pipes underground, are like $1,000, like extremely expensive. So of course people are just gonna buy one of these. You know what I mean?
It will buzz a little bit hotter. So if we put it next to something, oh, it's not even turned on. Basically, it just, there's little dots. Lainey, get your phone.
Is it gonna work?
Yeah, you go. You can see it's kind of flashing.
Look, it doesn't even fucking work. It doesn't even fucking work.
Because Lainey's phone is sending off an electromagnetic field.
There you are.
So
she's got 14 unread messages. My ADHD is like fizzing in my fucking head. Get rid of that fucking badge. Get rid of them badges immediately.
So phones will be on airplane mode.
We've got Paranormal Now's business card on standby for when this all goes tits up and we do it horrifically wrong. And we got ourselves in lots and lots of trouble. So Richard, you best believe you better be on standby, big man. So we have done...
I just realized that guy's fucking phone number was right there. Don't fucking ring that number. You listen. Don't fucking ring that number.
Some protection already, as always. We've tried to keep, well, we've just done that in private because we feel like it's a very sacred thing to do.
I really do.
And it's just a personal thing, but we have done it, so we are safe. We've called...
Lainey's phone is haunted.
If they want to come through. So yeah, we're just going to see what happens.
So, right, shall we get crack-a-lacking?
Yeah, before we get into the video though, I want to invite you guys to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, tickle the little bell, you know the score. It's going to be a good night. It's going to be a very good night, Lainey. I'm excited.
But without further ado,
be sure to
get yourself a brew.
Turn off the lights.
And let's get into the video.
Not just the video, Lainey. The Halloween special.
You know what it is though? I just genuinely love this shit because I just love watching it. It is just like a nice thing to watch. Are they British? Are ghosts common in the UK? Yeah, ghosts is like an extremely UK and US phenomena. Like, you'll hear about people hunting ghosts in Europe, but it's like not necessarily a thing. Like, I've even seen like footage of like poltergeist in Jamaica, like the Caribbean and stuff like that. But there's a lot of like ghost stuff, ghost stories. You know, people saying that their places are haunted. In Ireland and the UK and in some places in Europe, Germany, I've learned recently, big ghost place, you know? Hey, Skidada, what's going on? Shafiq, you about? Can I get a shout out for Skidada, please?
Special.
Are you ready to shit your pants?
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh,
look at that.
Well, Blair Witch.
Isn't it?
Okay, so we've set it up so that
this camera
Ben's
is going to be
phone.
recording, right?
This audio balancing is so shit. Like, the previous fucking scene, too loud. This scene, too quiet. I don't want to turn it up in case we have another fucking audio jump scare.
Now.
I wish that there was like an extension for YouTube that compresses audio. Because they've got one for Twitch, which is really good. I'd highly recommend Frankenface Z to anybody.
Right. We've got the laser.
Laser pen, so...
I don't want to shine this in your face. Do you want to move it down a bit? There you go.
Okay, so...
Okay, they got one locked off camera on the kitchen.
We've got lots and lots of dots, so if I just put
This will be good.
Up on here like this.
You did a seance at your friend's once and the TV turned itself on? I believe it.
Andy, or whoever, comes along and they can break the lasers.
Nice.
And then the silhouette comes up over on the door or over here or whatever, and hopefully we can see them break the lasers. Now, in case that's not enough pizzazz for them, we've got a couple of cat balls. Obviously this cat ball, got the bell in it, this one, hit it hard enough.
But to be honest, what I would say is, like, so Cynthia's saying in the chat, we got hundreds of ghost folklore in Germany. People don't take it seriously, but old medieval castles can be creepy as shit at night. Right, when it comes to, like, parapsychology and accurately trying to figure out if a place is haunted or there is some paranormal activity going on, then it's going to be important to take into account. If you are going to, like, a medieval castle, of course it's going to be fucking spooky, because that is the setting for, like, every horror movie and its mum. You know what I mean? You're much better off doing a paranormal investigation in something like a house like this, where it's very modern and it's very, like, you know, like there's no, like, creaky floorboards. You know, it's like a new build. Shit like that is extremely good quality environments for conducting shit like this. Do you know what I mean? Poltergeist activity happens a lot in houses with kids going through a trauma. Supposedly with the adolescent mind lashes out subconsciously with telekinetic energy. Yeah, that's one of the theories, isn't it? Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. Parapsychology, it's a legit field. It's a legit field. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Content warning, maybe flashing lights if they fuck with the dots a lot. Is that a legit thing? Legit thing? Really? Should I put that? Okay, I'm gonna put that. Is that something that someone with seizures is gonna you know, have? Flashing lights. In that vein, you got a ghost story to share? Oh my god, Emmy, you were like, there's no such things as ghosts, you stupid fucking bald bastard, a couple of weeks ago when I told you about my story. I'll hear it though, don't get me wrong. But remember, if the chat's gonna move too fast and your story doesn't get fully thingy, you can get in the Discord. We've got literally a section where you can tell your ghost stories. We literally have the ghost zone in the Discord if you want to completely write it up and put it in there. I do read them because I love them. But yeah, for sure. Yeah, those were her exact words.
And it will turn on. So we'll leave them in shot.
Let me make sure they're in.
I think if I leave that one there, if I leave that one over there.
Yo, no worries, Ludo. Thank you for being here, lovely.
Right, and then
see you soon.
Where's the spirit box?
That's all over here.
Okay,
so
get the spirit box, the
we'll
camera.
Take the recorder and the
Oh yeah.
K2 meter.
Yeah.
And we'll take these up and
we'll leave this like this.
And we'll leave this all running.
I got a lot of time for people who have multiple camera setups when they're doing this shit as well. Because that's like a lot of these like American ones, they don't have locked off cameras. And it's like, how can I believe it? You know what I mean? Like there's not enough like, I don't know.
Plan.
Not enough points of view.
We've got the K2 meter running just here, so hopefully, well, it's pointing to you guys, so we don't actually know if it's
If bi-lighting is pink, purple, and blue, what would the green lighting represent?
Yeah. No, exactly. But we're going to turn this
I don't know.
We're going to ask a few questions, just like any other...
Wait, what? Replay from camera 2? What the fuck was that? Hold up, what the fuck was that?
Spirit box session that we do, and we'll see what comes through.
We've never used this spirit box before.
No, this is the first ever time.
The one that we've had recommended
that was a bit weird.
Numerous times. So we are literally going in blind on this, aren't we?
We literally are, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, should we go for it?
Let's give it a go.
God, I'm excited.
Me too. There you go.
Just a rodent.
Okay. Right, ready?
Okay. Dave or Andy?
Are you there?
We're calling out to you. You use this box just like when we always do it, just with this instead. Can you manipulate that? And can you talk to us? Are you there?
Okay, listen. This is fucking dog shit. This is absolutely something that people invented so that, like, you know, it's so ridiculous. You're supposed to hear radio words in response to their questions. Yeah, but of course something like that is going to happen. If you're flipping through like a million, you know, channels at once, you're going to like that some kind of sentence is going to happen, right? You know what I mean? There's a trucker in America complaining about his CB. Yeah. It's ridiculous. Also, hi, Aslan. What's going on? Can I get a shout out for Aslan, please, Shafiq? How you doing, man? Heard this from my mum. Apparently, when my brother was very young, he used to get night terrors and behave very poorly. Anyway, he'd keep inexplicably getting out of his crib. Fast forward to him learning to talk. Mum wakes up in the middle of the night, and he's not screaming for once. He's very quietly whispering. Oh, that's creepy as fuck. That's creepy as fuck. I'm getting shivers down my spine hearing that. Mum gets out of bed and sees him at the top of the landing at the window. She swears that she asked him, how did you get out of bed, as she was picking him up. And he says, oh, it was the lady who helped him out. And then my mum swears that for a second, as she looked up at the window, she saw a reflection of some woman she doesn't recognize. Oh, I fucking hate that. I got chills all through my body reading that. That's a great ghost story. As someone who's a big ghost skeptic, I never have ghost stories. I stole one from my mum. Some of the theories about like ghosts and paranormal shit like that is that like kids have like a more like vibrant energy to them, and I guess that makes sense because they've not had their like soul destroyed by capitalism and shit, which makes a lot of sense, right? You know. And it's one of them. It's just like, I guess the theory is that like ghosts are attracted to kids like that, you know? Pedo ghosts, nonce ghosts. Anyway, this is fucking nonsense, by the way. This is nonsense. Kids are new to the world, and therefore they're still partially ghosts. Well, did you hear about that guy who... What was it? When I see you, I'll tell a couple mad stories. I don't want to type them here. Definitely, bro. Definitely. Yeah. I'll have to come and see you and Cam very soon. What was I going to say? Fucking hell. What was I going to say? There's that one story about that kid who was, and it was like before the internet. Whenever these stories are like before the internet, that's when it's more impressive. And there was this one kid who was brought up in the 90s. Or like the mid 80s, right? He was a baby in the 80s, right? And he was having night terrors, just like you said, your mum said your little brother was having, or your big brother, I don't know. And in the night terrors, his parents realized he was trying to speak before he could speak. And he was saying, little man in the plane going down. And that's what they thought he was saying, and they had no idea what that meant. And he was like screaming and going, and all this kind of other. And then from the moment he could talk, he was like, yeah, why are you calling me that? My name is John. What are you on about? Where are my friends and shit? And he was like asking them all these mad questions, and they were like, what the fuck is going on and shit like that. And he could reel off all these names, like names and surnames and shit like that. And he reeled off like the name of like a boat that he was on, and like the model of the plane that he was in when he died and shit like that. And they took him to like fucking like a veterans meeting, and he like knew all these guys. It was so weird. But that's on a thing of that's on a show on Netflix called Surviving Death, and it's absolutely bizarre. There's like a whole episode about people having past lives, and it's crazy. It's crazy how like, oh, it's so weird. It's just so fucking weird. And like there's an episode about like near-death experiences and like end-of-life experiences, and that shit is really interesting. really interesting. Whether it's ghosts, whether it's paranormal, whether it's an afterlife, who fucking knows? But it is interesting to say the least, right? Wait, what? My baby cousin was messing with my fingers and talking about my nail polish while I was sitting for him one day. Out of nowhere says, I wore nail polish when I was a girl. What the fuck? What the fuck? See, that shit is just like, what? That's wild, right? I love that shit. Who knows, man? Who fucking knows, right? What the fuck do we know?
Yeah. I'm not sure it's going to pick it up.
What was that? What? Wait, what happened on camera 2 at all then? Like, literally nothing.
I'm not sure it's going to pick it up.
Oh, it's like a little flash. There's a little flash. Like, now, okay, so I've watched these guys' TikTok content a lot. And, I know, like, kind of the layout of their house. And I'm pretty sure that the front or the back door is behind this camera. So it could easily be, like, you know. This is starting to sound like the Google guy who thought his chatbot was alive. Wait, what? Kids do have a lot of imagination and no filter. Yeah, they do. But when a kid is saying stuff like, you know, I was in this plane and I knew this person and, like, you know, does dates and model numbers and fucking, like, surnames and shit like that. That's different. But kids generally do have, like, big imaginations. Yeah, definitely. You know? We're all trans. Some people's transition is reincarnation. Yeah, exactly. Right, yeah.
David, if you're here, can you say your name through this box? Huh? That sounds like Andy.
It did sound like Andy.
If you wait for long enough, of course you're gonna get something like that. Fucking hell.
Andy, are you here? I'm here still.
No way.
I'm here still.
I heard that too.
This is where your, like, bias, like your confirmation bias gets, like, you know, a little bit more, yeah, like, I'm willing to believe that that's what happened.
Andy, believe? Andy, welcome.
Hey, Jamie, what's going on? Don't believe any of it. I certainly don't believe any of this at all. Like, this is what this is just nonsense. Do you think sleep paralysis demons are like actual ghosts or just your mind trolling you? Me personally, I actually do believe that they're like, maybe not demons or ghosts. I think that they are like entities for sure. Because they literally like fuck with you and it's so weird. I've not had it, but, you know, my fucking mum definitely has. And I know a bunch of people who've had it as well. You've seen too many episodes of Most Haunted? Yeah, me too, Jamie, yeah. But surprisingly, that's actually why I believe in ghosts. Not just the Most Haunted thing, my own experiences too, but yeah. I got a lot of time for Most Haunted compared to this nonsense. You know?
Can you speed it up?
No, that's as quick as it goes, I think.
Obviously, like, Derek Akora pretending to get possessed is just, like, so annoying. But, you know, this shit's on another level.
Oh, no. There's a lot quicker.
That might be too fast now.
Yeah, they're trying to hurry up the ghost and speed it up. Extremely rude.
Hello?
I heard hello there as well.
I hope this is picking
Why would a dead guy say hello again after he's already said hello? Why would he do that? Seems not good to confirm hallucinations as possibly real. I never said that. When did I say that? Like, yeah, they're definitely still hallucinations. Like, come on, man.
Dave, are you here with us?
Yes.
I heard yes.
Like, key word in what I said, I believe. Like, it's not. It doesn't make it. It doesn't make it actually true.
Tonight.
Dave or Andy, tell us how many of you are here. How many spirits are here tonight?
I find it hard to believe any ghost would act on demand between the hours allotted for TV show filming, even if they do capture the odd genuine thing. Surely most of it has to be fake or entertainment purposes only. Yeah, like, but Most Haunted were literally there for like all night a lot of the times. You know what I mean? But the live stuff, I agree. That nonsense, yeah, that shit sucks. 100%. I agree.
I had two.
Two again?
There was two.
Oh, fuck this noise. Fuck this. Honestly, I'm skipping through this because this is just dog shit. If this is all the... These motherfuckers again. Like, okay, this is what stresses me the fuck out. Like, I could just do this, right? 45,000 views. Are you kidding me? These motherfuckers have 96,000 subscribers. Like, fuck off. Like, how is this your content? God damn it. How many minutes of this? How many minutes of this?
Come on.
They gotta get the fucking shit out. You know what I mean? They gotta get their money back. They gotta get their money back for the amount of money they spent on this spirit box. Do you know what I mean? Even though it was like subscribers, they gotta milk it as much as possible. That's what it fucking is. What am I looking at here? What's going on camera 2? Come on, do the arrow on the screen thing or whatever. Also, another thing about this shit, right? Another thing about this shit, right, is if you look at this long enough, it starts to become like a magic eye and it starts to move. Like the video is paused now. The video is paused. The chair is moving? Wait, what? How am I not? Oh my god, you're right. Okay, that's a little freaky. Yeah, that's a little freaky. The chair is dead. How can it move? Yeah, good point. It's just, yeah, it just keeps moving, I guess. See, the problem is that, like, you know, they've got the locked off camera and stuff, but the problem with this is that, you know, you can't confirm that they aren't fucking with it behind the camera. You just can't confirm it, you know what I mean? Unless, like, this ball here, like, goes up and then drops and then down, you just can't confirm it, right? There's the chair. For anyone who was wondering where the chair was, there it is. If they are manipulating it off camera, I'm finding it hard to figure out, like, how they did it. You know what I mean?
I want to know.
Like, what, they got like
because obviously we can't see it, so.
Can you manipulate the K2 meter so that it lights up?
Oh, whatever, man. Whatever. This is boring as shit. Oh, it did actually light up. What the fuck?
Show us the...
It did actually light up. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Because they asked for something to happen, and then it happened. Yeah, there'd be a third person. Yeah. That's pretty fucking interesting that they asked that to happen. Unless someone's got like a, I don't fucking know. Like what would trigger an EMF meter to go off? Like like a magnet. If someone's got like a magnet and just like slowly gets it, like, you know, slowly puts it towards the thing. You know? Goes to like the meanest trolls, vaguely giving us signs that they're there. Yeah, for real. A radio, yeah, they're holding a fucking radio as well, right?
You're here through the K2 meter as well as the spirit box.
Well, you say a mobile phone, but like the mobile phone only took it to like when he put it near the phone before. He only put it. It only went to like the middle a little bit. It was like a farty little bit. But that's going into the red. That's pretty interesting.
No problem. I swear, no problem.
A microwave would do it. Yeah, badly shielded electronics. That thing has pretty much been just like on green the whole time. But then again, we don't know. There could be a third person. John under the bed. I don't know. Let's skip ahead. He's still doing it now.
Yeah, yes.
Or it's still doing it. I don't know.
Andy, use a little voice. You could answer the question.
Yes.
I genuinely can't believe this is a 20-minute long video. I genuinely can't believe it.
Catch it. Do it again, please.
Wait, what? What's happened now?
Can you do that again?
Yeah, EMF emitter mobile app. Yeah, there probably is something like that. No, I'm not buying it either, Shafiq. No, I'm not either.
Please.
Oh, he just turns it off. I thought that, like, okay, whatever.
Yeah. Right, so.
That can be responded to up here.
All right, yeah, brilliant.
Let's do that.
Any wire wrapped around a core?
Right,
yeah,
so
that's right.
We've set this up on airplane mode as well.
So the plan is
yeah, okay. Just like have the only other camera that you've got in the gaff. Just have it like focused on an extremely small amount of, you know. Why are you doing this, man? Like, you could have like set up a cam. You could have set up like 4 cameras in every room. You know, a camera facing the camera and shit like that. It's just so annoying.
We're gonna turn this on.
And also, extremely loud again. Fucking sort out your audio balancing. Jesus
We'll
Christ.
turn this on as well. Might as well have that on as well.
We're not.
Yeah. What are you doing? What are they actually doing now?
See that this doesn't.
Oh, okay. So now the fucking recording it's playing 2 audio recordings at once.
Effect.
That. Let's follow suit.
They've got a cat. They've got a fucking cat. Oh my God, they've got a cat.
And then let's head down, shall
Okay, go on then. I'll follow you, Sue.
Let's follow suit.
It's literally just the cat. It's literally the cat. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, any of those shadows, it was just the cat.
We'll make this all one take.
Let's try and make that happen.
Hi.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay, it's about to get dark and not
The
very
cat was
good
fucking with the
quality,
chair.
but- oh, God,
The cat was the shadows.
No.
Like, come on, man.
We'll be back.
I just want to make sure because
Just
then
a
if
little
we can
goblin
keep it
kitty.
up,
It was just the cat. It was just the
it's still
fucking
all one
cat.
take.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see that the lasers are still on as well.
So we're just manoeuvring past.
They got 2 fucking cats. They got 2. This is fucking dog shit. Where are your controls? Where are your evidence controls? God damn it.
Businessman.
It's not a cat, it's a pod.
Oh, me too. Oh, it's like a party in here.
Right, so we'll ask some questions down here. See if we can get some
I
answers
can't
upstairs.
believe this, man. This is fucking dog shit.
Yeah, we're all in the dark with it right now.
The actual reason that I wanted to watch their video, yeah, is because I've seen their stuff on TikTok, and it's a lot better than this. It's literally 10 times better than this shit.
Literally.
Dave and Andy, there is that.
Yeah, man, just film you two up close, like influencer angle. Come on.
Little box upstairs, not the one that lights up, the other one, and
The recording box.
that's a voice recorder, and you can make any sort of noises in or
They're better at short form video. That's obviously what it is, yeah.
around that area, and we should.
Also, hang on a minute. Here's the thing. October 31st, 2021. I was watching these in like a couple of months before this, and they had security cameras in every room with night vision.
Be able to hear you. Now, we would love to hear your voices,
They have to edit it for the algorithm. Yeah, but they don't if they're serious about it, innit?
or Could you...
Pumpkin spice instant latte of ghost hunting. I know, yeah. They do love the color beige, don't they? They love that shit.
Bang.
Could you make any sort of noise? The last time we used it was with Deborah Davies and Ghost of Britain, and you whistled into it.
Oh, yeah.
If you remember that, there was a bit of a whistling sound, so
Yeah.
I'm wondering if we could make that happen again.
Or... what about a knock?
Yeah, would you be able to knock? Or if it's on the bed, could you rock?
Oh, come on, man. That's just the cat knocking something over, man.
Can you try and copy that? Upstairs? A whistle. Can you try and copy that? Upstairs?
When you're trying to prove that a noise happened, why are you cutting away from the other camera to show that, like, you know? Surely you would want, like, both cameras to show up and be like, yeah, look, we're not making that noise. God. It's amateur hour. It's amateur hour over here.
That sounded like footsteps. Look at that.
That's right, Liz. Ghosts are real, but these chumps are doing a bad job of sorting it out.
No, I was waiting for...
Yeah, exactly, Emmy. That's what I'm saying. Super close angle. Super close angle. Extremely tight shots. Like, what's that about? On all of it.
Dave and... Yeah.
Fucking bollocks, this. Absolute bollocks.
House.
Is there literally anything? Is there anything else? Okay, well...
Lady hasn't seen this time for months.
Well, actually, if it were 4 in the morning, I will have.
Yeah.
But it's 2, so...
But it's...
That's disappointing. That's extremely disappointing. Okay, listen. We're gonna find better ghost videos than that. We're gonna find much better ghost videos than that. I'm sorry, chat. I'll let you down. That was boring as fuck. I can't believe it. What is the spectrum of ghost hunting? Because I know the bottom tier is J Station. What's J Station? What's like the top tier of ghost hunting? I would probably say Most Haunted's like YouTube channel. It's really, really good. Maybe we'll watch a Most Haunted one. I would love that for sure. I would love to see what you think of like the Most Haunted stuff where they're not doing it for a studio. Ghost recorders know that ghosts will only show up for the most flattering angle and 6 on the beauty filter. That's right. That's right, 30 Bird. They have much better, like, videos than this. It's so ridiculous. I will show you some of the good shit. I will. There's more ghosts to bust. Thank you for bearing with me, chat. I appreciate that. I did my best. I did my best to try and find ghost content for you, but it looks like we fucked it up, you know? It looks like we fucked it up. Anyway. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight, gang. I appreciate you a lot. It's been a very fun stream regardless. We had a good look at the Who Do My House It stuff. The Noah Samsen video. How many horror movies do you reckon that couple have watched? 0. I'm gonna say 0. You know? That's what I'm saying. Still proud of me? You can't bust them all. That's right, being a Gaby. That's right. Alright, Emmy. Thank you so much for being here. We are gonna raid my beautiful friend, Becca Beckery. They are an absolute delight. You will love Becca. I promise you. I've had Becca on the stream before talking about disabled people's rights and shit like that. So you will enjoy their content. I promise you. Come with me for the raid. It's going to be very fun. It's going to be very cool. It's going to be very poggers. Promise you. I'm going to be back tomorrow. For... What am I doing tomorrow? I think I'm going to have Marina Dove on the stream tomorrow. I'm not sure. I am not sure. But... check back tomorrow to see if it goes down. I'm going to speak to Marina in DMs in a bit. But yeah, thank you so much for all the support tonight. Thank you for all the donos. Thank you for all the subs. Thank you for the follows. And thank you just for being here. It's been real good. I'll see you tomorrow. Stay excellent to each other. Mwah. Good night, good night, good night.